What the? Blue! Blue, give me that! Give me that! Bad shark. You apologize to all these nice people.
I'm sorry. It was just so tasty. I couldn't resist.
In fact, I'm gonna go have some more of it right now. No! Blue! Blue! Okay. Okay. I got the game, guys. Get over here, Blue. Go back to bed. Oh, my God. Oh. You would not believe what I had to go through to get this game. I had to fight a shark to get this game. I had to jump over a shark to get this game. You don't even understand, man. You don't know. You don't know what I've gone through. Also, I kind of already put the disc in, but she's not supposed to know that, so don't worry about that too much. Hope you guys like the new intro. Welcome to what is my 20th, I think, iteration of my new outfit, which I'll talk about later. Oh, okay. I just fought a shark, guys. I was going to say something, and I can't remember. I had a preface all ready to go. For those of you not aware, everyone out there, if you go and Google image search right now for Pro Jared or Jim Sterling, please feel free to do this, but I'm sure most of you know what I'm talking about. Or Angry Joe, you'll notice that they're all the same thing. Like, they have an iconic outfit. Now, I've been thinking for a while about an iconic outfit. And, of course, I have the cloak, which I was going to wear as my iconic outfit. But it turns out people are bigoted idiots. I'm sorry, I'm just saying that. I'm just going to put out my opinion as bluntly as I can. And look at me and say, oh, he's just some silly cosplayer. Or the outfit is ridiculous. These are not my words, by the way. These are words that other people have used. And that I am, of course, not someone to be watched or listened to because I happen to be wearing an outfit that is similar to an outfit that was presented in a game. And therefore that, by itself, removes me from the possibility of being taken seriously, expanding my viewer base, or otherwise having anything positive from that. So I underwent a fairly massive look, and I've actually been doing this for the better part of a month now, of trying to find a new look to be my new iconic look, which also means I'm going to have to change my logo. But this is the latest iteration. It is actually quite simple, but that's part of the point. I am not intending this to be complicated. This is also not complete. The complete symbol will take some things. It will take a while to do because there's going to be a pin right here in the final version. It will eventually be there. The people who make the level of quality of pins that I want do orders in a minimum of 100. So that's going to be a little bit of an investment that I'm going to have to do. Now, that being said, I do intend to buy the 100, not just so I can have some spares, but I've kind of been thinking about maybe giving some away if people are interested in that. And I know what you're thinking. What pin are you talking about? Well, actually, you already saw it. This pin right here. This is not the final version, although I did spend the better part of an evening working on this. I'm actually going to go ahead and put it right back here where it's actually supposed to be. This is the first time I have ever bothered to put down the imperial symbol. This is the symbol of the Empire. Into computer format. I've sketched it out on paper 1,000 times, but this is the first time I've actually tried to sketch it in computer format with exactly 33 edges and a few other symbolic things. I, of course, you know me, I spend forever thinking about symbols and designing these. So, but yeah, there's a lot of symbolism in that image and what it means. So anyways, let's go ahead and put this over here where it's supposed to be. Henceforth, the imperial symbol will probably be on all of my streams, because it's the imperial symbol. Another fun thing, this morning started with me firing up my PS4, hit the power button, got the Kingdom Hearts thing in there, to check, to make sure everything works, because of course I was checking to make everything work. And then it's like, hit the PlayStation button on the controller, and I'm like, you got it! Bloop! And I hit the PlayStation button, and the lights light up, and then nothing happens. I try a few more times, nothing happens. PS4 isn't locked up, it just refuses to acknowledge the button push. Couldn't actually start the PS4 even though it was on with power and everything. By the way, hi, Stoop Leonhard. Hope you have a good day at school. So, that was worrying. For anybody who was wondering what the issue we had earlier was. Let me go and address another question that I've gotten a couple of times this week, actually. Yes, I'll be playing Kingdom Hearts 2.8. I will not be playing much of this game. But I do want to show it off just a little bit, and I'm definitely not decided on the fly as kind of an adaptive thing to add it to my list of things to show off, purely because of the fact that Roximus's video isn't ready. So, definitely had this planned all along. Absolutely. Oh, and by the way, one quick thing here. Oh yeah, of course, this is a Kingdom Hearts game, so I'm going to have my button on this trigger right here ready to go at a moment's notice. Because I'll have to, because it's a Kingdom Hearts game! Never letting that go, by the way. So I'm probably going to have to mute this in a few seconds. Isn't that great? Oh, maybe not. Maybe I won't have to actually mute it. Holy crap. I'm in shock. I love this intro. I really do. I'm curious what they do with it with a single screen. I like this. This is inventive. Having the overlay of Mickey on top of the main focus. That's good. I like that a lot. This is still probably my favorite Kingdom Hearts intro ever. And by probably, I mean definitely. This one brought me to tears first time I saw it, no joke. It's an amazing amount of symbolism and function, and it's cool looking, and there's lots of stylistic presentation, you know, the storybook, the pages everywhere. This is really good. This is so good. What I love, too, is that this basically does summarize most of the games to date. Ironically, in production order, not in continuity order. Go figure. Aw, no two Mickeys. They do at least move Mickey to the other side, so that's something. Notice his shadow is going the other way, by the way, as opposed to this one where the shadow's going that way. Nice touch. Since there are 3 at this point in time. Also, Axel in full 3D awesome. The only time we've seen him that way, I believe. And of course, in the middle with both shadows again. Nice touch, very subtle. I'm sorry, who's Shion? Sorry. I would say all Kingdom Hearts games are required to understand all Kingdom Hearts games at this point reach. Despite the wrong mentality that there are Gaiden games or side games, the whole series is one cohesive story. Even Recoded has a lot of thematic and setting significance, and may have direct plot significance. We're not 100% sure about that yet. Awesome intro, but how can I appreciate it if it's not in true 3D? I'm sorry, humanization. I'm one of those people who, even though as a writer I understand that narratively speaking it would make sense if Shion is forever gone, I don't give a damn. I want her to come back. Shion is among my favorite characters in this series. And given how many characters are in this series that I really like, that says something. So, massive spoilers for Dream Drop Distance, but you notice how right there on the cover you could see everything present in the storyline. I mean, Mickey is reaching down to Sora, who is diving into the dream, while Riku, whose eyes are open, I might add, actually has the symbol on his back. I mean, it's all right there. All of the significance of that and what that means. That's like the summary of the game right there, with a couple of notable and significant details left out. So yeah, it's well, I'm not Roxymus. I have no idea, Darkrai.
Hey! Is this how you wanted it? Xehanort! You want to fill me in?
I am.
Hey! Do you remember now, or... Wait. Did you never lose your memory?
That's not my name. I'm not Xehanort.
What?
Notice the eye, by the way. That'll be relevant today.
My name is Ansem.
To this day, I don't fully understand why he took the name Ansem. I hope that's explained at some point.
How far could a raft take us?
Who knows? If we have to, we'll think of something else.
By the way, some aspects of the new stuff has been spoiled for me. I am not happy about that, but whatever. The eye, I already mentioned it. And of course, I know how point 2 is going to end, but I also predicted that, so...
I know. The waves are getting steep. Furl the sail.
Right.
I always assumed the eye just was a generic symbol of darkness, because every time it's been used has been relevant to darkness. But I'm pretty sure now that that's actually a side consequence and not the root cause.
What's that?
Oh, he was right. Those wretched guppies are here. Well, it's about time we settled the score.
Ursula! But how?
Appreciate it,
Is
Reach.
this the test?
Come on! You can work it out later!
All right!
Sorry, dearies, but I won't fall for that trick.
Oh god, no, Zero. I'm just poking at it for a bit. Yeah, sure. Why not? I am going in blind, but I know certain things about it, Craftlove. Oh my god. Whoa! That's wrong. That's super duper wrong. Camera. Oh god, camera's completely wrong. Both things are opposite of what they should be. Take out that tentacle! Only in Japan, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey! Yeah! Yeah!
I will never block! Never! I refuse! I refuse to block! It's against my belief system to block! Are you kidding me, Roxymus? Of course I have, Darkrai. What kind of weird question is that? I have a 3DS, dude. Come on. Well, if Twitch doesn't Thanatos, then that's the second reason that Twitch can be unpleasant today. Wait, sorry. What am I supposed to do? I wasn't actually paying attention. There we go. No, Deutsch! No blocking! Okay, I'm locked on. Die! Even though I'm probably supposed to use magic here. Berserker! I refuse to block. I refuse. Refusal engaged. Anyways, so, now that I can actually cast... Oof. Agreed, Cashel. I don't remember this tutorial in 3DS. Did I just skip this in the 3DS version of Dreamed Up Distance? Because this is all something I don't recall. I mean, it would make sense that I would skip a tutorial on how to play a Kingdom Hearts game.
You can't toy with me.
Why don't I raise you up into reach of my face? How dare you toy with me? I'm going to keep holding you by my face as you hit me, because I'm a Disney villain! You'll never defeat me! Keep in mind, she's holding us up here, so as we're beating her, she's still putting out the effort and time in making sure that we're still up here. That's on her. I just want you to know that, because it's really relevant. I mean, she's literally like, oh, stop beating me up! Oh, God! Oh, why? Never change, Ursula. Never change. Into the darkness. And for some reason, water is everywhere on Japanese mythos. I've never quite understood that. Definitely can't be anything to do with being an island nation. That's what I'm here for, Mr. Notbot. I, of course, want to make sure I perform as professionally as possible.
Especially when talking in this voice.
Actually, I have, Cashel, but I guess you missed that stream. the workout stream. So this looks good. Does it have skip, though? It has skip! Oh, fantastic. I got a trophy, guys. A glossary that discusses Keyblades. A glossary discusses Keyblade Masters. A glossary that discusses Master Xehanort. On the off chance that you've never played... Okay, so yeah, I'm kind of curious how this works. For the record, I only tried doing these in 3D like a couple of times. I didn't care for it, but then again, that was... Ironically, most of the games I gave a shot at the 3D thing, I did so... before they invented that new 3D motion tracking thing, which is so much better. So most of the 3DS games I haven't actually really encountered in 3D. I'm just gonna land here. Oh! It was a lie! It was always a lie. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any more doubts that this is a dream, just try to analyze the architecture of what we're doing here. Just think about it for a minute. Seriously. It's kind of messed up. Faster! I'm not gonna make a joke about that. No. Oh my god, I just realized. This is the latest Star Fox game in a Kingdom Hearts game. And it's not the first! Like, I literally just realized that. I'm so stupid. That's okay, I realized something new about Earthbound yesterday. A game that came out in the 90s. 94, I want to say. Seriously. Whoa! Power. Unlimited power. Sora is dumb counter. Well, it's already at like 32 as of now. I wonder what that giant recusant is on his chest. What do you guys think? Think it's relevant in any way, shape, or form?
This is... Traverse Town.
Kind
Hey,
of.
what's with my clothes?
I told you,
Must be
recusant.
more of Master Yen Sid's magic.
I am casual, but I'll talk about that Sunday.
No, what happened to Riku? Riku! Hello!
I love you, Sora. Literally, his
Noise.
idea about how to find someone is just to start yelling at the top of his lungs. That's his strategy.
Sora.
Riku, where are you? Yeah, we're having technical issues. Hates Disney, so
Looks like you're not a player.
we're just kind of showing it off a little bit.
A player?
Come on, keep up. In the game,
Oh my god.
players get marked with the time limit. And this game,
So, anyways, skip. Let's try flow motion without a tutorial. Keeping in mind, so, okay, for those of you who haven't played Dream Drop Distance on the 3DS, flow motion is really overpowered. Like, you can just wreck that whole game if you know how to flow motion properly. Thing is, actually using flow motion properly is a lot harder than it sounds. It takes some serious issues to get used to it, and I never actually got good at it. I'll be 100% honest about that. So let's figure out how this works on this. Now, since I refuse to see the tutorial, oh god, this way, no, this way, no, this way. Oh god, it's flipping the controls on me in mid-dash. Oh god, there we go, over here. No, up here. I know that's a thing I can go on. Ah! Okay, we kind of got it. Ah! This is what a save point. Okay, we've kind of got it. Oh god. This is a little easier to use, mostly because it's got a real analog stick. I love the 3DS, and I have like 30-something games for it, but probably my biggest complaint about the 3DS, actually by far my biggest complaint about the 3DS, this is true for all versions of it, is this thing right here. My thumb slips off this so easily. I've gotten into the habit of regularly doing this just to make sure my thumb continues to have friction on the analog. By contrast, PS4 controller has an actual stick. So, you know, a little easier to constantly move that analog when you've got an actual stick to move around on. Admittedly, Andrew, this is in character for Sora. Yeah! Woo! Oh, I've got all this power to zoom around super quick! Alright, lore moment. Does Sora have this ability normally or only in the Dream Worlds? Real question. Because he never demonstrates this ability before or since. Might be in 3, we'll see. I know they've got the kind of new flow motion thing going on in 3, but the point is, this ability comes out of nowhere. And is something that other people also demonstrate having the power to use in the Dream World, including Riku, of course. So is this a Dream exclusive ability? Now, there's another possible answer here, which is of course more complicated because this is the Kingdom Hearts series. And that's the possibility that he could have learned it from the Dream World and then applied it in the real realm. Yeah, exactly, what Roximus just said. The fact that he can learn such things and then take it with them. It would also, in some ways, justify the Dream World aspect of this game, which, if I can be 100% honest, is probably one of the worst aspects of this game, story-wise. The need to suddenly add another layer to the very underpinnings of the setting by introducing the very concept of sleeping worlds, and then to go out of its way to get across the fact that they're basically lying to you about the nature of the dreaming worlds. In fact, to this date, we don't know 100% the truth of the dreaming worlds and how they function. We have mostly just theories. I have given my own, of course, during my lore run on the matter. And I want to give once again thanks to Roximus for putting together the footage for the Dream Drop Distance lore run, because at the time, I didn't have a 3DS capture card. Ironic, because I do now. I could have just played the game normally, but what the frick ever. Anyways, this is nice and all. But, meh. So, yeah. Do we have an ETA, Roximus? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, exactly, Mike, and that's pretty much exactly what I was implying there. I mean, Lord knows Sora's literal... Like, if Sora had a superpower, one superpower, you know, comic book style, his superpower would be the ability to take other people's powers and abilities and like, learn a modified version of them. My friends are my power, more or less, literally. So it would make sense that he would be able to take a form of flow motion into the real world, just like he took a form of flying into the real world, or the other worlds, just like he took a form of the combination attacks and the drive forms and everything else that he's learned. Power is not back on. I actually have no idea if the donation thing's working here. I will test it just for you, Reach. If you will give me one moment. If the power's out for the area, a UPS wouldn't help, Deutsch. Because then the local internet hub would be out. Test donation alert. Appears to be working. We're good. I donated $26 to myself, totally. I didn't just hit a button or anything like that. Actually, yeah, I do, Leander. I think it would be really awesome if... So, okay, in Birth by Sleep, we had the system where each of them had the command bar and the merging commands and all that. I think it'd be really cool if in lore Sora learns a little bit of the abilities that the three of them had because of, you know, my friends are my power and the way that that works. I think that would be awesome, personally. Let me go ahead and say that I want to address something that will probably never reach the ears of the people it needs to. I have actually been called delusional lately. I have been called stupid, idiotic. The number of negative comments I've been getting on my YouTube videos has been increasing. This is awesome. And I mean that sincerely because of... Oh, haha, Deutsch. Technically, it's awesome. And the reason why is because... Let's say you've got 100 people here, okay? And let's say 1% of those people is a bastard. Just hear me out. I'm not calling my negative commenters a bastard. I'm just using this as an example. I probably shouldn't use that example. It sounds horrible. Let's say 1% of these people is a redhead. Sure. We'll use something very nonsensical. So let's say for a moment that this 100 people is expanded to 1,000. 1% is still 1%, but now that 1% is 10, or... yes, 10, I'm right. Is now 10 people instead of 1 person. So the amount of negative commentary I'm getting is increasing because my viewership is increasing, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm actually pretty happy about that. But to address one thing, and I want to make this really clear, I have been accused of presenting opinion as fact, and I want to make this clear that I've never done that on purpose. I admit I really get tired of constantly saying, in my opinion, in my view, in my perspective, in my opinion, after every freaking thing I say. Usually, the method I prefer to use is to say, this is something that is fact when it's provable fact, and that's the exception. You know, that's the difference over there, as opposed to the rest of what I say, the other 99% of what I say, which is my opinion, okay? But I have been accused many times of presenting my opinion as fact because I say my opinions matter-of-factly as if they were fact, because they're my opinions. I do actually agree with them. I don't always keep agreeing with them. You know, I do change my mind on things many times, most infamously about Mass Effect 3, actually. And so, you know, sometimes someone will be like, I'm sorry, this is kind of a separate topic, but I love the fact when someone comes to me and says, well, hang on, 3 years ago, you said you like cornbread, but now let's say you like wheat bread. Are you just lying to me? No, it's been 3 years. I've changed. I'm a different person. I've moved on. I like wheat now better than cornbread, you know. Opinions change, right? Anyways, but I kind of wanted to lay that out there because during the Kingdom Hearts lore run, I did present a few things matter-of-factly that were my opinion, as opposed to flat out stating, this is my opinion every single frickin' time that I say the words. I feel like I need to just add, like, no, I actually don't like cornbread, legitimately. I feel like I need to just have a constant boilerplate saying, unless I say otherwise, what I'm saying is my opinion. That being said, Marie Callender's, there was this one Marie Callender's restaurant back in California that had really good cornbread. It was the only one I've never had, ever. It was the only one I've ever had, ever, that was actually good cornbread. Good morning, Arcasius. So I don't actually want to play this game. I had no intention to play this game. So clearly the only way to stop this is to just end everything. Let's see if I can figure out how to go back to the menu without just turning the game off. This is it, guys. I can do this. No, that's the wrong... No, didn't mean to hit that. No. Nope. No. Hello, Mate Fist. No. Alright, screw it. Oh, save point. That's a good idea. We'll go to a save point. That'll give Roxanne power precious few more seconds. Or I could just skip the video and try to summarize it best I can with my own memory, which is not the best, if I'm being honest, because I don't know the browser game anywhere near as well as I know the phone game, which also are their separate continuities, so... So... God!
Pay close attention. Hopefully you'll learn something.
Okay, that's been a while since I've heard that. What's Fragmentary Passage? No, we are definitely not starting with Fragmentary Passage. I mean, I could, I guess? Okay, fine. We'll do Fragmentary Passage first. I was intending to do this last, because... Spoilers... This leads directly into Kingdom Hearts 1, and as a consequence, directly into Chain of Memories. The way it slots into the lore is exactly what I predicted.
Come. Pay close attention. Hopefully you'll learn something.
Zero was trying to interrupt my rant, but he failed! But thank you. Reach. Hang on, trying to read your message, it's being weird. It's okay, Reach. All you have to do is listen to me and you will know everything about everything. Actually, funny fact, I actually have friends, this is not a joke, who will go and watch VODs of my lore runs for games they don't have time to play so they could get the story. Anyway, so, yeah. Point 2. We were going to do point 2 last, but we could do it first. It doesn't really matter that much. So we're going to do this first. You want me to read the whole thing? Okay, hang on. The whole donation says... Whoops. The whole donation says I hit the wrong button. Oh my god. And yeah, I need to mute, of course, because of course I do. Oh my god. My donations. This game will automatically save your progress. Okay. Reach says, and I quote, "Gotta one-up yourself donation amount. Next time set it to $2,982,082 and I'll beat it by $1 x3. Sorry about my lack of donating, and I hate knowing nothing about this game. Semicolon A semicolon." And here's his real name and his house and address. No, I'm kidding. There we go. We must make it super dark. Give in to the darkness. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Yeah, see, I'm not a pro, and I don't have time for that crap. So, no, we're going beginner. Really, Keltori? Well, that's actually kind of awesome to hear that. Okay, I'll fill you in on what you're missing audio-wise. Whoosh, 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 water, whoosh, swoosh, as the Square Enix logo comes up. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. I have no idea, Thanatos. Whoosh, swoosh, 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 swoosh. Water! Blurp, blurp, blurp. Just picture a murloc. Like, that's what you're hearing right now. And there's the song that I have to mute. It's actually a good song. It's probably my favorite take on this. But it is super freaking copy-wronged. That's a weird question. Hate Disney? Yes, I do. Technically I have 3, but you're going to have to tell me what you mean by that. So this is a pretty cool intro. Even though I hate the lyrics of the song and always have. See you around, Reach. Aqua reconnecting with Sora. Most of this is so obvious, and I've actually already discussed this in my trailer analysis, but I do like that millisecond flash of Xehanort there. There's actually several instances of him only having less than a second of screen time here. Aqua, of course, with her friends, happy, everything's awesome. Oh, nope, they're gone. And both of them are now under the water, because water actually is very commonly used to represent darkness within this setting. Obviousness here, world falling into darkness, the 13 Xehanorts, as I showed when I did my frame-by-frame thing, each of those is a copy of Xehanort on those thrones. Ah! There's a donation. You didn't hear that, of course. Naturally fighting at the X. I'm not going to go into that right now. The 2 different types of malevolence. I should say 2 different types of evil. I had to explain that later. How dare you be light! Of course, Mickey can reach Aqua thanks to Sora. Again, fairly obvious stuff here. Love the visuals here, by the way. While I do think Blizzard is better, Square Enix's CGI team is damned high quality. And I will say that at least the Kingdom Hearts stuff tends to have actual real significance, as opposed to, you know, being just fluff. And there's all the Xehanorts again. Much more obvious there. And of course, they are now all lost underwater. But of course, she puts a bubble around them. Again, most of this symbology is fairly obvious. Aqua's always been a badass Deutsch, we know that. I hope I'm speaking in a proper volume. This is so loud in my headphones, I actually can't hear myself talking right now. And of course, Sora's hand there. Reaching into the water. Oh, I think we can unmute. Whee! Okay. Hates Disney. I'm guessing you never watch any of my Thursday features. So go watch my Thursday features. Yes, I can't wait to play the whole game on mute. That's going to be fantastic, Megan. Okay, first and most important thing. Config. Invert. Phone, subtitles on, vibration on, brightness fine. Exp gain off! Level 1. Challenge engaged. I only have one monitor, Darkrai. I gave my other one to my sister, so I actually only own one monitor. Yeah, nobody watches my Thursday features anyways. It is by far, by a gargantuan margin, my least performing feature, and that is one of the reasons why it is the most likely next feature to get axed. We'll see what happens with that, though. One thing I like, that's actually a full 3D model of Aqua, which is actually animated there. I've said before and I've said it again, a static image like what you see behind me here will always cause the eye to just kind of go, because the eye can tell that it's not moving. A full moving image usually doesn't actually attract the eye's attention, which is the point, because movement looks natural to eyes, and therefore it takes you a moment to actually notice that kind of thing. Okay, so crit. I actually can't play crit, Roxanus. Yeah, there's only one thing on Thursday, Darkrai. Primus. It's the only thing that's been on Thursday for years. Plural, at this point. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Menu. Shortcuts. Perform situational command. No, not situational commands. Cancel. Confirm. Dodge. I don't see any block button there. Rotate. Change camera view. Okay, sure. Block counter. A counterattack can be used immediately after blocking. This is such alien language. I don't understand this. Press jump in midair because we have double jump already equipped. I can't even tell what button that is. I'm guessing that's Y. Set magic, blah, 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 blah. MP charge, so Kingdom Hearts 2. Situational commands, also known as Kingdom Hearts 2 again. Wait, what? Oh yeah, we get command styles. Woo, command styles. From Birth by Sleep. Situational commands are super awesome, as we all know. There she is using Ericus's Keyblade. Shotlock is back. That's R1, as it should be. Focus gauge, yada yada yada. Fulfill specific conditions and be rewarded with clothing and accessories. Yes. I'm going to make it a challenge right now. I'm going to make it a challenge not to block. We'll see what happens. If they actually force me to block, fine. But I'm going to do my best to not block. Yes, wardrobe. Yes, that's great. Here's it again. Oh, we're done. Okay, it's just looping. If I didn't, then I'm unaware of it, because it said it was installing the latest patch when I fired it up before I started the stream. So here we are! Keyblade Graveyard. There's Fenrir. It's so obvious to recognize Fenrir. I don't know how I could not recognize that immediately. There's the blue Kingdom Hearts. Different from the other type of Kingdom Hearts we've seen. Oh, this is right after... Okay, yeah, alright. This is a while ago. And he's got a chest. And, of course, there's the frickin' eye. Apparently this is Luxu. I hope there will be an easier way to differentiate Luxu from the Master of Masters later.
The great battle with Xehanort is almost upon us. As you know, we must take action to keep the Seven Pure Lights safe.
I'm still saying Yensid's a bad guy,
We
by
must
the way.
hasten to assemble the Seven Guardians of Light. It is time to return to our world the three Keyblade wielders we lost over a decade ago. Ventus, Terra, and Aqua must be saved from their sad end, for they have more to achieve.
I really hate to comment on this, but this is something that's always kind of bothered me in fiction. Why is it exactly that there's that trope, it's used a lot in fiction, of things are happening now rather than any time previous, and there's no explanation for why there's this period of time in between. Now, I actually imagine that you can answer this question, because I can come up with an answer to this right now. Sora. Sora was not in position. Sora was required in order to be able to go and help Aqua and Ventus and Terra. And I could buy that, because Sora's kind of that unique glue of people sort of a situation. So I'm with that. But what bothers me is everything I've seen so far, and we'll see if this is true, has indicated that no one's even tried to go and try and save Aqua or Ventus or Terra in the last 10 years. Picture how long of a period of time that is, just for a moment, and then think about just... Anyways, moving on.
Following their first battle with Xehanort, Ventus's heart refused to awaken, and so Aqua found a safe location to conceal him. But when she set off in search of her other missing friend, Terra, she fell to a place from which there is no return without outside help.
I saw her in the realm of darkness.
Is that a new voice actor for Mickey? Oh yeah. Is this the same intro? I just want to make clear, because if this is the same intro, I'm just going to skip it. I mean, we already saw this. Here, I'll go safe route for a moment. It looks a hell of a lot like the same intro. Okay, same intro. Bzzz, as they say. I have to admit, I'm still getting used to the Unreal Engine stuff. At least I think it's Unreal Engine. You know, the new engine that they're using for Kingdom Hearts 3 and for this game. So, I'll see how it grows on me over time.
Oh. Could it be?
Like, she looks fine here. But Yensid looked a little off, and Mickey looked really off. Unreal 4, thank you. The Dark World. I like that a lot. I will say this, the Unreal Engine is great for effects. No. Yeah, that's great, that's great. That's new. Hey, Reximus, did you notice this? Let's see if anybody can figure out what I'm talking about before I actually start doing it. That's going to take some getting used to. Camera's correct, at least. So that's nice.
Yep. Yep.
I might have to do that to get around. Let's take a look around for a bit. Let's just enjoy the scenery. Well, not only... Okay, so for those of you who haven't played this game, not only are turn animations there, there's a pause. To explain what I mean by this a little bit, if you go from right to left in Mega Man, for example, the moment you hit left, you go left, and the moment you hit right, you go right, okay? In some more modern games, they try to make it look more fluid. So what happens is instead you actually have an animation where you turn to go left. Thing is, from a purely gameplay perspective, that means there's a pause from going right to left. Now I'm used to the more video gamey thing, aka instantaneous turning, and thus greater control over your movement. Having to accommodate for that that kind of pause thing takes a different mindset for me. I'm not saying it's bad or anything, it's just that's going to take some getting used to, because that is not a thing in other Kingdom Hearts games. And that's why I was doing this, so you can kind of see that pause, and you can I can feel it as I'm actually moving around. It's not quite there when I do this, but that's because there's already a built-in pause to the dodge. Hey, Ultimate Paradox. Okay, so let me just go ahead and say that this is gorgeous! I'm not one to gush over graphics, but this is brilliant! This looks like they took the overall design of the set of, I can't remember the name of the world, but the Sleeping Beauty world. Put it into Unreal Engine, but then they didn't stop there. You notice there's little bits and pieces. Most notably, certain colors are a little bit brighter, and other colors are kind of dampened by being here. And, of course, we've got this wonderful kind of pseudo-fog just swirling around the whole area there, giving you the impression that we're literally on, like, an island. Thank you, Castle of Dreams. We're literally on an island with a storm going around it in full 3 dimensions, which adds to the alien nature of the World of Darkness, which is awesome. Wow, you're right. We are much faster than normal. I can feel the terrain just zipping by. So yeah, exactly, Deutsch. Very definite effort on trying. Yeah, and so stuff like this. I guess my assumption was actually correct. Oh, also you could see the nice little vortex there that we're kind of coming out of. And of course, as is typical for the Kingdom Hearts series, darkness is represented by a mixture of black, violet, and blue. So we can see a nice, beautiful nebula-looking distance there. Given the very metamorphic nature of the Kingdom Hearts series in general, it wouldn't surprise me if she was literally walking to get here, despite the fact that we can see that that's physically impossible. I personally like the idea better that she actually kind of floated here, or fell here, and then ended up here and then started walking. Not only because it fits my linear brain a little bit better, but on top of that, it makes it seem all the more horrible. Picture this for a moment. Picture this for a moment. Picture you are floating in space, and if you know anything about how space actually works, this is so weird, it keeps catching on my muscles. If you notice, if you see anything, if you know anything about space, you know that space is not only gargantuan, but if you happen to be free-floating in space and living through the experience, the odds of you running into anything are almost minuscule, right? Like, even something as gargantuan as a planet, the odds of you actually catching it are pretty low, because not only is the planet moving, but the distances between that planet and the next thing is colossal, right? So imagine, just picture for a moment, Aqua is hovering through the darkness, and the distance between things within the darkness is so distorted that she has been basically floating through here for an insane amount of time, not interacting with anything. I, of course, have given my theory before that the world of darkness distorts time, and there's actually a decent amount of evidence for that, but wouldn't it just be a wonderfully melancholy and horrifying to picture that Aqua has only really interacted with 3 things total in between Birth by Sleep and Kingdom Hearts 1? 3 things in a decade. Anyways, moving on. I feel a little bit like she's gliding there, like the animation is not synced with her actual movement, but this is their first Unreal thing to my knowledge, so that might just be a byproduct of that. This is gorgeous. Anyways, alright. Whoa! Am I still using... Yep, we're still using Ericus's sword. And just little details like this. I'm sorry I give so much praise in so many of my videos to visual design and audio design. First of all, nice remix of the song from Birth by Sleep while I'm on the subject. But, like, for example, the fact that this whole area is lit. You can see, despite the fact that they're in the realm of darkness. That's not an insignificant feat to accomplish. Doing the lighting for an area that's supposed to be dark but visible is actually way harder to do than it actually sounds when it comes to visual design. But in addition, in a way to get it across the fact that this is dark, they've got a little light right there. Now, if you look at it, it doesn't actually add any light to the area, not counting the, like, 2 feet around it. But seeing that one little pinprick of light immediately pulls your eye to that, doesn't it? And grabs your attention so that you can look around and see that that is supposed to be what it looks like if this place was properly lit, and therefore your mind automatically assumes the rest of this is not lit. Even though, if you pause for a moment and analyze it, you can tell, well, yeah, it's obviously very well lit. So I really like little touches like that, and I just wanted to point that out because, as Mr. Notbot points out, the best work that's done with regards to both visual and audio design is the stuff you never notice. So I like to point it out. Give credit where credit is due. So why does she have Master Ericus's Keyblade? Before knowing anything, I'm just going to give 2 theories out about that right now. First, she effectively has the keychain of Master Ericus, similar to how Sora was doing. I admit I don't actually agree with this theory. It's just a theory I'm tossing out there. But the idea is that maybe, maybe multiple people can have multiple Keyblades in the same way that Sora does, even though I've always kind of presumed that the only reason Sora can have those multiple manifestations of his Keyblade is because he's frickin' Sora. That's actually a good point. So the theory I don't even agree with just got shot down because you're right. Her actual Keyblade was lost to her. So the other theory I have, which is actually a lot simpler, has to do with the location of Terra's heart. I don't even need to finish that sentence, do I? Yeah, no kidding. That's exactly my point, Leander. That is exactly my point. All right, let's go ahead and finally move forward more than 3 steps. You can tell this is close to a real lore run here because I've talked for about an hour and I'm like 5 minutes into the game. Whoops, wrong button. I still like her reverse jump. Also, another nice visual touch. There are more lamps the closer we get to the castle. Very small touch there. Oh my goodness. Is that an actual comprehension of size?
Cinderella's world, here in the darkness.
No counter, Zira. Just like there will be no blocks! Yeah, sure, Catabo. So what I was saying is that it's awesome to play games where you smash things and kill things. But it's also awesome to build things. Okay, I love the new dispersing into darkness animation that's on the shadows. Look at this. I'm going to try and get you a good shot. You see that right there, right in front of me? That looks so cool! Gosh, gosh, gosh.
There's no time in the realm of darkness.
Aha! I was right! Although that's actually a simplified statement that also doesn't make sense. If there's no time, then yeah.
Without end. In the realm of light, do days or years pass with each step?
So she's apparently theorizing about the same damn thing.
Has started to go wrong. I must hurry.
Can we call that officially I'm right about the time distortion anyways thing? I'd like to just say that I'm right, because every now and again it's nice to be right.
Yep.
Usually when I'm right, it's a bad thing, but
Yep.
because I'm predicting things that are bad.
Yep.
By the way, hi Kev. I have not seen you in a while, but what's up? Glad you like the outfit. Gonna be the norm, hopefully. I say hopefully. It's kind of hot. I mean, this is a blazer. Woo! I was right. Time distortion. I'm awesome. It's nice to be right about something positive for once. One other nice little touch is areas seem more coherent the closer we get to the castle. Which is it's just a nice visual touch. The idea that, like, the closer you are to the center, the more real it is, and the further out, the more distorted it gets. Crackle, 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 crackle. Agreed, Zero. Well, crap. I guess I'll just go back the way I came. Oh, that would be awesome, Mr. Notbot.
I guess I know which way I'm going.
Through the darkness. Oh, she's tracking a little bit. She's snapping to a point. I thought I'd have to actually land on something that small, but I don't. That's actually quite simple. See, look, that, yeah. Oh my god, flow motion! We're in a dream! Also, water and crystals. Do you notice that? Notice the water's gone now, consequently. Apparently I don't have to jump for those at all. Lol. Interesting. Potion! Woo! Sorry. So there's crystals everywhere. I'm not going to theorize on those just yet. But it looks amazing. I know what my meat...
I haven't felt my heart stir in a long time. Something about this place. It looks like worse things are stirring. Yeah. Hey.
Okay, so I love the Kingdom Hearts series, but one thing that has always bothered me about the series is that thing where it's like, here's a battle, and then it's like, let me do this pan across the enemy as it says, here's your objective for the battle. And then the battle starts. I noticed they're not doing that here. They're doing like a brief intro, but not the whole elongated thing. Hopefully that will continue to be true. Whee! I was really hoping to check out this town more, but it looks like no. Some nice detail in the town. Little stuff. Repeated stuff, and that makes sense for background area, but at least they put effort into it. Can I get the camera up there? Looks like I can. Hi, Nerozes. Damn, I was really hoping to see what's on that sign. There's something on it, you can tell. Looks like a tree or something. Anyways, it's not letters.
Yep.
Okay, so, the crystals, right?
Yep.
Let me just go ahead and say, whether they, share the crystal story or not, I kind of agree with the idea that crystals are, in my opinion, it's kind of the Mako thing. So, for those of you not aware, or haven't played FF7, there's Lifestream, Mako, and Materia, right? Although all three of those are actually the same thing. The same way steam, water, and ice is the same thing. So my theory is that the water is often more thematically associated with darkness. The crystal is more or less literal darkness, as in physically concentrated darkness within a realm, and thus the crystal kind of slowly... I mean, you notice how it basically looks like it jutted out of the wall at this point, and then from that point has kind of slowly grown and spread into the terrain, that kind of a thing. I did, actually, Roximus. Oh, I know, Leander. Now, that being said, I'm noticing that there's a graphic underneath those. You see that? That's actually more crystal and darkness there. It's not actually reflecting the sky. That's not what the sky looks like up there. It's reflecting something that we actually can't see at all, which not only gives it a wonderfully ethereal quality, but also makes it look absolutely terrifying, and again, kind of makes clear my theory that that is darkness. Now, we could also combine these two ideas, and in fact, I think, as I'm thinking about this here, just sitting here, I think that's actually what this is. This is not just physically concentrated darkness. Remember, this is a very metamorphic setting in general. This is the memory of the setting being... I'm saying this wrong. This is the memories of the setting becoming darkness. And so this crystal is the fate of all worlds that stay in the realm of darkness for too long. And if Sora had not done what he did in Kingdom Hearts 1, which timeline-wise is after this, by the way, then it's very likely that all these worlds would be nothing more than this. All that's left is this crystalline memory of the worlds that once were. And yeah, the fact that this town aside from the fact that, you know, there's just splotches of crystal every now and again, like that one right there, this town looks fairly normal and mundane, is just kind of its own form of horrifying. Loading screen. First loading screen, since we're actually into the game proper. I should check our achievements. See what I need to do to get all those sweet, sweet cosmetics.
I took it for granted. I thought I had nothing in life to lose.
Hold on. Did they do something unprecedented? Because I think they did. Hi, Buzz Token. Footage from 1.5 or 2.5, excuse me. The touched-up PS3 or PS4 version of the graphics, not the original BBS, in other words. That's kind of what I'm thinking, actually, Mr. Notbot. The realm of darkness being such a... I don't want to say assimilating, because that implies there's some actual effort going into it, but just something that slowly encompasses that which is around it. No, Psychotic, I don't want to look silly or ridiculous. Watch the beginning of the video.
Here, too, everyone in this world thought that they were safe.
That they were wrong.
Not just the people, but the dog waiting for his owner. The cat curled up in her nook. So much life. Trees and flowers. There's no deeper sadness than discovering all that you knew is gone.
Cough. Shion. Cough.
The grief in this place is too much to fathom.
That could be Leander.
It's enough. I can't keep on wishing for the past.
Also, Thanatos, I think it would be more accurate to say that the world is becoming the crystal. Hey, objectives! Even though I already saw that. Nice. Sorry, I'm just admiring the graphics here. So, okay. I mentioned something unprecedented earlier. For those of you who've seen Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, you know that the English release of that version had severe problems, in my opinion. Because... everything, in my opinion. Because of the fact that I hear you, Deutsch. They refused to reanimate the lip-syncing, which was done for Japanese. So they were faced with a dilemma. Do we go ahead and just faithfully translate the words, or do we try and come up with brand new, not really good translation into English that sort of fits the lip syncing? you can tell which one they did if you've seen Advent Children. Drives me crazy. So, in this game, I think this is an aspect of the Unreal Engine because there's modules that let you do that, and there's programs and specific software designed to do this. Her lip syncing in several of the scenes has actually been synced with her English dialogue, which is, if I'm not mistaken, one of, if not the first time Square has actually done that. Alright, objective. What do we got? Defeat the Shadows. Oh yeah, by the way, this should just say defeat the local denizens. I think that would be much more appropriate. I think we could pretty much put it as read that the shadows around here used to be the people, the dogs, and the cats. Apparently they did it in FF13. God, of all games, they did that in 13? Really? Raise Aqua to level 60. Isn't this like a 2-hour game? Ooh, I like those. Defeat 5 heart uses a counter blast. No, I refuse! No blocking. No blocking. Hit 20 lamps, climb to the highest point, watch for a meteor shower. Blank, 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 blank. Okay. Ah! I will do. Oh, that's not what I hit. That was weird. Did it auto jump? Oh my god, I'm suddenly playing Ocarina of Time. This is my right hand, the one that usually hits the jump buttons. I guess we'll do this in 2 parts, Roxamus. Because, yeah. I mean, that's fine. I always knew this was going to be like a one-day thing. Not a, full week-long thing. So... destroy everything! She must take out her rage to quell the demon within her. Did I get this one? Let's just make sure. Hello, Griffin. I've been meaning to ask you for a long time, Griffin Knight. Why is your name spelled wrong? I meant to ask you this last night, but I didn't want to add to the chatter, and I was trying to GM. By the way, hi, Myron. Alright, I just gotta pause and give wonderful praise to this brick design. The bricks in this game are just... No, I'm kidding. Actually, the bricks in this game are pretty good, but they're kind of bog standard for Unreal stuff. The only thing I would give them praise to is the fact that if you notice, the mesh on this pathway thing that's following the street, here, I'll get it in the light where you can see it easier, is actually, instead of using a texture to emulate the same effect. So that's cool. When will I GM again? That reminds me, Nero says, your adventure is technically over now. You have succeeded. You're good. So you could probably go and report in. Infernal has quit the game. So it's kind of up to you in character to decide who you're reporting in to. So I'll leave that decision to you. Muahaha. So, I kind of saw this coming, but I didn't want to comment on it until I was right, here. And again, oh, no, go back! I want to look at the crystal! Time is, of course, frozen. For many different reasons. I don't actually know, McAnger. I suppose I should test that. Time moves forward as the worlds collapse beneath Ansem's paw. And then Aqua falls into the darkness yet again. Mooah. Ha ha.
The world collapsed when the clock advanced. If only I made it in time.
Well, that's a common...
There's no time in this place, only the clock.
Ugh. Don't do it, Aqua. Don't do it.
Ah!
What's funny is Aqua's always had powers related to time. I wonder if that's going to be relevant in 3. Because, you know... Well, yeah. Enough said.
I knew it.
I wonder how long it would take you to start talking to yourself if you were alone for a decade. Here's a magic tutorial! Okay,
If I find
that's
enough gears,
great.
I can restore the road.
Okay, so obviously this is just gorgeous. I just want to comment on how absolutely freaking amazing this looks. I want to turn this into my new wallpaper. Just that over there, to me, looks like what's left of the world. I mean, think about it. The whole, especially if my crystal theory is correct, because that over there is chunks of the planet that have already devolved or changed or whatever into crystal. If my theory is correct, and it is gorgeous looking at that. And there's, of course, it's all over the place. Whoop! Ah! I love the look of the new shadows. I really do. I'm gonna pretend this is a Batman Arkham game. See if that improves my performance any. Oh yeah, by the way, as someone already pointed out, I like how the attack, like, so every Keyblade shows a different graphic, as of Kingdom Hearts 2 at least. I don't know if they did this in 1. Where every time you hit something, a little sparks of something fly off. In her case, it's both Terra and Ventus' symbol. I meant to point that out earlier, and someone in chat pointed it out earlier, but yeah. So yeah, like check this out. Stuff like this. Or this, where you can actually see that used to be part of that side of the building, and it's mostly crystal now, but as you can see, there's still some of the shape of the original building here. I think I'm going to go ahead and just put 100% on my own theory of the whole memory, darkness, crystal thing, because this is pretty indicative right here. Look at that. It's okay, though. The people turned into darkness long ago. Yeah, sure. And I mean, it kind of makes sense given everything we know about the darkness in this game in particular. In this series, I should say. This would also make sense why someone like, say, Xehanort, who is an intellectual, would view darkness as the ultimate power, or the ultimate ends to a mean, because in this sense, in many ways, darkness represents entropy, and several real-life scientists and intelligent people presume, I say presume, of course we don't know, that entropy is basically the end-all of existence, that there's nothing beyond entropy, there's nothing
There might be a gear up on that roof.
stronger than entropy. I know that's a weird way to put that.
Yeah.
2 pages of shortcuts, holy crap!
Yeah.
Hey Wesker, what's up, dude? Welcome to a gorgeous game. I will just like to say, even though I gave that whole speech about how I wasn't sold on a PS4, and I wasn't, and I only bought it for the show, and I did, I'm kind of happy, because this is amazing. I love actually being able to experience this personally. I actually don't know any other streamers, personally, who will do the kind of thing that I've been doing for the last hour. God, and chunks of the buildings just slowly disintegrating into the space. This is terrifying. The more I look at this is terrifying. I've actually done something like this in one of my settings, I should say one of my game areas before. By the way, the frozen water is a nice touch. Look at that. That's a nice touch. Yeah, basically, Yes, but nobody else breaks all the lamps. It's so weird. And we'll get all the lamps. All of them! That's what I meant. I shouldn't say frozen. It's not ice. It's just still. Like you took just a slice of the world and dropped it there, and this happened. Very slowly, over time. I know this is impossible from a design perspective, but you know what I would love? Is if you were to just sit here and just stare this, if they had something where, like, the crystal bits, really slowly, but still noticeably, would kind of drift away bit by bit as you're sitting here watching them. Again, that's unfeasible because there would have to be a finite point at which it stops, or, you know, they would have to account for some way to make it so that the player doesn't cease to exist as they're standing there, or whatever. But think about it. No, we have not done that yet, Wesker, and in fact, we'll not be doing that today. We will probably do that tomorrow.
Interesting.
But yeah, in lore, that's what I picture happening here, as these things increasingly crystallize, and they literally just kind of drift out into space. Well, of course, that's not space, but you know what I mean, into the darkness. Into the realm of darkness. Oh, where's the lamp I forgot? Aha! There's 2 lamps I forgot! Die, lamps! Die! You don't belong in this world. Thank you, Deutsch. God, it is still taking me some getting used to her new movement. I'm gonna do what I can on that one. Oh, God, this is so cool looking. I'm sorry, this is just so cool looking. Look at that. Look at that. So I mentioned ooh, that's the thing you can do, Lurker. I mentioned the Lifestream Mako Materia thing. Wouldn't be interesting if we're seeing here is basically the reverse. You start off as normal material, you know, just the building, and then you become crystal, and then you become darkness. The reason I mentioned that, I've actually had this thought before. You see how they're becoming more, for lack of a better term, glowing as they're going out there? And they're slowly getting further and further into the realm of darkness around them. Wouldn't it be interesting if all of that wonderful blue and violet light that's always symbolized the darkness in Kingdom Hearts is all about... It is all made up of the worlds that were crystallized and then slowly disseminated into energy and then darkness as they diversed into the galaxy. I mean, look at that. Anyways, enough gushing. This game's terrible and it sucks! Hate it! 0 out of 10. I'm trying to be more negative because that's apparently what sells, and, you know, and Twitch can suck it. They didn't even give me a rejection, like, a reason, by the way. I thought about reading it on stream, but I realized it would be purely out of spite, but I just wanted to get across the point that it was literally a completely bog-standard rejection letter. Just, yeah. It would also be interesting to me if... So several people in chat have already mentioned theories that, you know, maybe the Realm of Darkness is necessary for reasons A, B, or C. Maybe the Realm of Darkness is what creates new realms. You know, a more or less literal form of the Lifestream, actually. Just in the terms of creating new worlds and new hearts. Or indeed, for that matter, it could not just be new realms, it could be new hearts. That every individual who is born is, as Ansem theorized, quite literally born from darkness. It could also be that, and I've actually had this theory before, so we know Keyblades are basically hearts manifested, right? Wouldn't it be interesting if the only way to do that was through darkness? As in, this crystalline stuff that slowly becomes the energy of the Realm of Darkness is what is either the source or the catalyst of the ability to literally manifest a heart into a physical thing like that. I don't know, just food for thought. Also, this is nice. You can literally see the pieces of the building. There's the windows, there's parts of the wall and the ceiling and the floor. This is horrible. Oh god, all the FF worlds were in Kingdom Hearts, but then Exactly. If darkness is finite, then there would have to be a cycle. That's why I made that live stream comparison just a few minutes ago. So, Wah! Everything is activated by... I will make you... Oh, there we go. It is activated by hitting it. I thought I was just on the wrong track there. Whee. That's kind of what I'm thinking, Leander. Although, honestly, I think the idea that lives and worlds are built out of darkness is more likely. Yes, I saw that. God, give me some Heartless to kill. Heartless! Yes! Whoops, that's the wrong spell. I need to set up some shortcuts. So I always liked this in Birth by Sleep, even though it's actually one of the worst overall styles, just because it had a lot of cool factor. I'm a big sucker for cool factor, I'll admit it. And some of my viewers think that's because I'm an idiot, but that's okay. Everyone has their opinions. Cool factor is pretty cool, I'll admit that. Yeah, let's set up some spells. So that actually is correct. This should be Kiraga. That should be Blizzaga. Actually, we'll leave that there, and then we'll turn this into Blizzaga. Oh my god! I'm Sora! I knew it all along. Oh god, Mr. Knockout, that would be horrible. Interesting, though. And that's Briggs' secret goal. I don't know.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, cool! I can actually go on the roofs. Roofs? Roofs? Not sure the proper usage there. And of course I've got the Agas because this is Aqua, and by God, she's awesome. Damn it. Hi, Ruskor. Kingdom Hearts 2. Roman numeral 2. Point numerical 8. Oh. I played. Gotta have the low runner is an idiot counter. It's already up to like a bajillion at this point. Okay, so apparently I don't need to jump for these. Okay, I see what you mean now. That's weird. That's true, Leander. That would make a lot of sense. Oh no, I was always Sora in Arizos. And Sora was always me. Yeah, I get it. God damn.
There's nothing else here.
Hey, what? No, there is. Look, there's tons of stuff there. There's actually bits of a town over there. Come on. Whoops, wrong button. Look at used to shortcuts. I really want you guys to appreciate this tree, guys. It's just so amazing. You don't even understand. I have defeated shadows. I have earned probably cat ears. I don't know. I'll look in a second. Yeah, again, I remind you, timeline-wise, what's happening right now as I'm playing as Aqua is happening during Kingdom Hearts 1. Give you an idea of this. Ketters is lamps. I've decided not to do lamps. Even though I'm still doing it. Completionist! What? What? I got a trophy? What? God damn it, Deutsch. Okay, I like that a lot. Black and white is always my bag. Oh, I can actually change the color. Well, I don't want to. I do like black and white. Well, you mentioned the lamps thing, and not 5 seconds later I finished it. There we go. Now I got this, like, gradient thing going on. Yes. Give in to the darkness. Is this
that one on the bridge?
No, it's not. Shut up. I want to look at other things. I want to look at plants and bricks. Okay, fine. I'll go to the bridge. The Lore Runner, so called because he's incredibly boring. Yeah. Okay. I know I've made the point already about how incredibly, like, destroyed this world is, but look at this!
Yep.
Look at this! Okay, that's the best Blizzard spell I've ever seen in a Kingdom Hearts game.
Yep. Yep. Enough.
The Burning Legion was here. No kidding. I guess that's true, Wesker. That could be possible. I should clarify my statement. This game ends as Kingdom Hearts 1 is ending. That would be a slightly better way to put that. Because of time dilation / distortion / God knows what's actually going on around here. No! Ah! Okay, that's cool. Blizzaja? There's Zajas in this game? God, I love being able to loot in combat. That's still one of my biggest complaints about Kingdom Hearts 1. Oh, there's Thundaja. Okay, yeah, that's kind of cool. I officially need to do Blizzaga a lot so I can do Blizzaja now. Next 20 opponents, I'm just blizzarding into the face. In the face. God, that's just really messed up. Sorry, I'm just... Wow, you know? I'm missing a gear. Sadly, I wasn't actually paying attention to the locations of gears. I know there was one up, and I know there was one down, and I know there was one over there, which I already got. I don't actually know, Mr. Notbot.
I've got to remember to check around the tower.
Thank you. I almost hope they don't make Xehanort less of a complete monster. I mean, he's already a complicated character in addition to being a complete monster, so they don't actually need to make him less evil. You know? I've said it before and I'll say it again. The best way to explain how incredibly screwed up Xehanort is the fact that he used a massive amount of manipulation and machinations in order to force his younger self to do what he wanted him to do. It takes a special level of screwed up to manipulate your previous self in time. I mean, think about that.
You're done.
Honestly, I don't know if they could top that. See you around, Bergman. Well, actually, I probably won't, because I probably won't see you tomorrow either. You should get a blazer. Okay, bridge fixed.
Yep. Hey. 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 Free.
Blizzard! Which, so that's actually really ironic. I was going to make the comment earlier that this is the best Blizzard ever, but then I realized, actually, hang on, there's one form of the Blizzard spell I've always really, really liked, and that's from FF7, actually. As much as FF7 is a game with significant visual and graphical issues, I think a lot of the spells look really cool in FF7. I think they put some good effort into that. And that Blizzaga looks a lot like Blizzaga, or Blizzard 3, from FF7. Castletown? Oh my god, I'm in Disney Castle all along, I knew it! That would actually make a disturbing amount of sense. Boss time! What is it? It's okay, it's just all the people! Wow, they're actually calling it Demon Tower? That's surprising. Yeah, I agree on the lateral movement a lot. Oh yeah, that's right, she's got multiple casts. Gotta remember that. So that means this is all a dream of Etro? Come here. Come here. Ooh, that is hard to control. As it was in the Birth by Sleep version, of course. I don't actually remember 10s off the top of my head, Leander. I almost never used magic in 10. I do like, by the way, as you're seeing, I'm literally knocking off chunks of the shadows as I fight it. Unfortunately, it looks like this isn't Paper Mario 2 levels of clever, but it's still cool. Actually, I do, Wesker. To explain what I mean by the statement I just... I'll wait until this cutscene's over.
Not even memories are safe from the darkness.
More fuel to the fire for my theory there. I love having theories be right. It's it's a nice feeling. It's that moment when you just say, "Called it!" By the way, Pillars of Eternity 2. Called it!
What I wouldn't give to really turn back time. To spend one more night beneath the stars with my best friends. I'm doing it again.
Aqua.
It can't be. What are you doing here? You should be in the realm of light. Oh no. Did you not make it out? Don't tell me. Has the realm of light... Why won't you say anything to me?
Poor Aqua.
So what are you? A memory among these shadows? Are you here to try and tell me not to lose heart?
I'll give comments on that in a moment.
The world keeps our thoughts alive. But where do the people who lived here go once the world was taken away?
Well, you know that giant tower you just fought?
At least they're not here, so they haven't fallen to darkness. I'll take what solace I can from that.
Oh, God. Given what we know of Ventus and Terra's fates, I mean, all three main characters from Birth by Sleep suffer a fate that could arguably be considered a fate worse than death.
Another world that was lost to the darkness. Is that... Ven!
I like the indent left over. It's a nice touch.
Ven, what did you come here to tell me? I know I promised to wake you up. I'm sorry. But I have to find a way home before I can help you. I just want you to know that it's been you that keeps my heart strong, keeps the dark away.
Nice tear effects in her eyes, by the way. Just adding a little bit of liquid to them.
It's a mirror.
Metal Gear? Sorry.
What?
Yoink! Yes, that was the one that they kept Snow White in. Yeah, by the way, I firmly think that the old masters screwed everything up. Without question or hesitation. The old masters were villains. I'm sorry. Oh my god. So I noticed this in the trailer and I commented on it there. Time to finally see if I was right. Or I should say which of the theories was right. Unless it's not going to show me and go straight to the boss fight. Come on, let me look at them! Let me enjoy the terrain!
What just happened?
You just lost your soul. Actually, you just lost your reflection! Yeah, I called that. Xehanort was not one of the old masters, although he might be a reincarnation of one of them.
Maybe they're a clue.
Ow. The world within? Now there's an interesting thought. Okay, so this area was shown in the trailer, and that's what I really want to look at. It looks like I can't really see them, they're just too far off. They're just too small for me to make out what I'm looking at. So, my initial theory was that those were showing reflections of either Aqua herself or the events of Birth by Sleep. Given that this is quite literally the realm, the world within, as it just mentioned, it appears that I was more accurate in my theory than I thought, but I still don't know literally what's being shown on those. And it's so small I can't make it out. Keep in mind, I'm actually viewing kind of what you're viewing. I don't have the PS4 hooked up to anything. I'm viewing my preview screen for my stream. This is on PS4. That's correct. Whoa, there we go. I think I agree with what several people in chat said back when we were covering the trailer for this. That those are various images. You can see a few of them repeating. Of course, there's hundreds of them. But it looks like those are shots of the worlds from Birth by Sleep that Aqua visited. We'll see. Maybe they'll show up more up close later. And I'll admit I mean, there's a lot of different ways to take those, but it's a really cool visual effect regardless. And again, the natural motion there is really nice. That's not true on both accounts. There are people who can save us, and there are people who want to save us. Oh god, yeah, Dragon Cat. Holy crap. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Light is not good. Ooh, yeah. And I knew that even before I found out about how they devolved into petty bickering. Okay, so, let me check something here. Just want to see. No, not for this, Tigsar. Not for something this relatively short. Tail Ram.
Yep. Yep.
Tail Ram. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. So, of course, part of Aqua is telling herself to just give up. I don't think that's like a dark side of Aqua or anything like that. I think that's more or less literally her own doubts and fears. You spend 10 frickety years roaming in the realm of darkness alone. It's going to do some really messed up things to your head. People in real life have done studies on prolonged exposure to solitude, and let's just say the human brain basically ceases to properly function when deprived of interaction with others. It's actually really, really messy and horrible what happens to a person when they are alone for huge periods of time. If anything, I would say that Aqua has the constitution of a goddamn rock to still be capable of speech at this point in time. So let's just do this the old-fashioned way, which would be counterclockwise for some reason. She's in dock waters. No, if I was to use an aquatic term for where she is, I'd say she's in doldrums right now. Ooh, that is cool! That is such a cool effect. Literally, water heartless. I am in love. I can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 3 now. Now, I like how out of the way the UI is, but at the same time, I keep forgetting that my health is even there because I keep not noticing it. So if I die because I'm literally not paying attention to my health, that's why that happened. In case you're wondering. Oh, Demix would have been awesome in this game! Come on, Demix! Be in Kingdom Hearts 3! Or whatever your original name is, I don't even care. Alright, where am I? What was I doing? Is there any point in continuing? Not really. I mean, if you think about it.
Just let go of everything and fade into the darkness.
I once again want to give massive praise to the just visual design of this place. Especially that. You notice there's actually nothing up there at all.
No one can save you, and no one wants to.
That's right, in 4 years when Kingdom Hearts 3 finally comes out. I actually had a Tumblr question recently, which was like, what do you think about Nomura's comments about how FF7 and Kingdom Hearts 3 are nowhere near done? My response was, duh? I mean, to me that was just such an obvious thing. Of course they're not done yet. That's a lot of treasure chests. Okay. That's cool. I'm cool. Yes, I would actually say Aqua is probably the single most worthy person in the entire series of being called Keyblade Master. My opinion.
Is there any point in continuing this fight?
Debatable. If it's not obvious what I'm doing, you fail as a gamer.
Your bonds of friendship only tie you down.
Unfortunately, they do all appear to be identical, so I'll pick one at random.
You'll never see the bright light again.
Hey, yeah.
Well, shoot.
Yep.
I have chosen
Bonds of friendship
poorly.
will tie you down.
I didn't even think to look in the mirror. I was looking for one that looked different. None of them look different. Yeah, okay. Mega Ether! And shadows? No? No, okay, that's cool. Did the power ever come back on, Roximus? Alright. Ooh, Shattered Mirror! Oh, I like this. I also can't enter that, so I'm not gonna try. Wait! Okay. Oh wait, God, I got turned around. I've already done that one. Well, by God, I should be going this way. Roximus, for whatever it's worth, I actually do very much appreciate what you've worked on, even though I haven't seen it yet. I know that doesn't mean anything because I'm a worthless, terrible person, but it is still the truth. Sure. What's the request? Hey, Lord of Mordor. Okay, that's terrifying looking. Does it go down to? Yeah, it goes down to. Wee. Oh, that's fun.
Your bonds of friendship only tie you down.
Okay.
I think I'm lost.
I figured that's what was going to happen. Lost Woods style. Because it's apparently Zelda 1. God, can you imagine just walking like this for a moment? I mean, you can see your footsteps. Do you see them there? But just picture that. Just picture walking and looking down and seeing that. Anywho.
You're done.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Now imagine you're walking around and you see that, and you can't actually tell that anything's changed. Because if you think about it, from her perspective, nothing's changed. Although that's wonky. Being able to see the inside of the pillar there. Okay. Let's take a nice careful look around here. And see nothing. Nothing here. We're gonna do concentric here. Yeah, there's the edge. I have no idea, Shadow. I don't know how to even comprehend such a thing. So I admit my ignorance into dealing with such a situation. Okay, there's another chest over here. Sure, why not? I'm guessing that's only available through the New Game Plus. Whoop! Hello. That means I might have to actually level up this game.
You're done.
Out of curiosity, where is this optional boss? And more to the point, is it story relevant, as Kingdom Hearts optional bosses usually are? I'm guessing you didn't see the massive FF15 premiere run, Gnarlex. Hi, by the way. Okay, now I'm a little turned around after that fight, if I'm being honest. I had my bearings, and now they're gone. This looks kind of dwarven. Is that just me? There's the edge. There's one of the flips. Yeah, by the way, you notice our height has been changing over time? Flip, 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 flip. Anyways. Well, there's that. So that means I was over here? Yes. Which means I need to find something in this region-ish. Hope you're keeping track, guys. Remember that maze I showed up in Asheron's Call the other day? Aw, that sucks. Alright, I really don't want to get all grid on this, but I will if I have to. Oh, well, no, that's where I came in. That leads down to there. Which is what I already knew, because, yeah, there's that. Alright, we're going to go a little grid on this. If you see something, feel free to point it out. Hello. Like this. I admit I wasn't going this close to the edge. That's probably why I didn't see that one. Well, good, Roxamus. That makes me happy. But I know it doesn't matter. I understand. I really do. Yoink. Alright. Let's get out of here. A new objective has been unlocked.
Is this what it means to face your demons? Only your heart is hollow enough to be a demon's.
That's not true.
That's a new song.
My heart is strong. I'll prove it.
And it's a remix of her theme. That's awesome. Sorry, it's the first, like, new song thus far. Four. That's true, Roxanne.
Terra? Ven? And now my own phantom? What could it all mean?
It means you're in the realm of darkness. Sorry. I was a bit worried I did the boss before I meant to there. That would have been horrible. What would I do if I was in this setting? That depends solely on information I lack. Namely, would I have any power? Would this be a tier 3 situation? Would I have the ability to wield a Keyblade, for example? I wonder what it would be like to wield a Keyblade, because we know the Keyblades kind of enhance someone's already innate individual power. Now, obviously, I'm from real life, so I don't have any real power. But I wonder, like, what that would do for someone of my particular, for lack of a better term, skill set. I used to be good at Taekwondo. I mean, I don't know. And sword fighting, actually. I am way out of practice. Ah, I was hoping for Super Mario 64. That is an interesting question. What is my skill set? I was assuming someone who is analytical, to be honest. I've got this, guys. I'm just going to do this forever. It really is Super Mario 64.
Just let go of everything and fade into the darkness.
But I don't really want to. I mean, I'd kind of like to still keep doing. Okay, so it is changing. That's interesting. Because only one of the times was the door there. Right there. See? There's the door. Just want to test something. You know, given this setting, that's an extremely inaccurate sentence. Okay, so it's only in the one. That's kind of what I thought. I just wanted to make sure. That's a weird thought. That means that if we're counting this, this is the first game to come out in 5 years for Kingdom Hearts. It's a weird perspective. Yeah, okay. It's that one. Do I have to find another one? This one will be fire! The next one will be thunder, which I have no idea how I'm going to dodge frickin' thunder. Ooh, no, this is the melee one. Got it. Why can't I teleport around like that? Is it because I'm not a nobody? It's because I'm not a nobody. How racist! I suppose I should try that off. I'll do it after she does her next double teleport. There we go. What? Whoa, that's really bizarre. There we go. Ah! Okay. I have my camera inverted, so if I hit left, it goes like this. But shot lock, it's normal, so it's not inverted, so I'm automatically having trouble targeting things with shot lock. That's gonna take some getting used to. Hello, Oz. Ah! Yeah, like that. So... Nope. Ah! There we go. I am Lord of Morgan. Not really. If anything, I hope to someday be an Echo. Part of me, anyways. Damn you, RPG Limit Break, for being awesome. My god, it's Heartless! I've never seen those before. I do love how ice actually freezes them, by the way. Blizzard, I should say. Ah, fine! Didn't want to waste it on you. But it looks like you're the last one anyways.
You'll never see the realm of light again.
Oh, this is a fun place. It's okay, every single one of these gems on the floor is worth enough to feed and take care of you for the rest of your life. In real life terms, of course. Subway. I actually have some leftover Subway for lunch today. Aw. Ah! Someone actually did the math on how much the gems in the movie Snow White are worth, and it's a frickin' lot. I don't think I'd call that odd, Mr. Notbot. I'd call that logical. Both are subsets of the same concept, if expressed in different ways. Passion about gaming. Yep. Okay. Nope. Yeah, well, I almost recovered that.
Is there any point in continuing this fight?
I'm also big on tassing, too. If you want to add to the irony factor. Nope, that's not happening. Okay. Yeah, I noticed nothing actually happened this time. What do we got? There's a thinger. It's right there. There's nothing over that away at the moment. Yeah, sure, let's see what happens when I hit it again. So that gets rid of that, but that doesn't actually help me. Let's turn that back on. Well, I'm out of ideas. I give up. It's an unsolvable puzzle, guys. Sorry. Game's flawed. I'm kidding. Oh, there's a platform here now. Sure. Okay. What about there? I don't know how I didn't even see that, but I will accept that I'm blind. For I am blind, and have touched the sky. There's a lot of gems here. Are you seeing this? I don't know what getting all these things is doing. Maybe it's just getting me more cosmetics. I know you guys really want me to put cat ears on Aqua, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to kill you. I mean, not do that. I might have done that a little too early. Yep, I did. Well, I might be able to make this work. There we go. Just because I'm curious. Anything up here? Nope. Okay. Aqua guys. I dub these. I don't know what to call these. Doesn't like lightning guys. I think it's a good name for them. So that's something I was wondering about. Apparently the situational magic does not actually cost MP, which is good, actually. It means you can use that strategically. Or tactically, I suppose. Water phantoms. I kind of like that. Right. Water cores? That doesn't have the same ring to it. We need to come up. Do I have to start over? Doesn't look like I do. Okay. Thank goodness I'm technically only inside my own memories, inside the realm of darkness. Also, as an aside, here's a little bit of horror for you. We're inside Aqua's memories, inside the realm of darkness, where we've pretty much just cohesed the idea that memories slowly become crystallized into physical darkness. Just think about that, those two facts side by side for a moment. Well, now we're trapped forever. That's true, Prog. I didn't. And I never will. Basically max time. I don't think that'll ever express itself into gameplay, but in lore terms, yeah, I honestly think that if she took too long in here, that is officially it for Aqua. And that's true, Brightside. Very good point. Shion did crystallize when she died, which I wondered about at the time. And given this new information about crystallizing memory, I mean, and given Shion's fate, makes a lot of sense in hindsight. I didn't even think about that. Alright, what do you got? Bring it! Or don't. Oh crap, she went Spellweaver. She went Spellweaver. Ugh! This one has a little more health than the other two, I just noticed. Yeah, it's just a theory of Thanatos, but given what we're seeing here, and the consistency this setting tends to use with its mythos, I doubt that's a coincidence. No blocking. Ah, damn, I was a little too slow on that one. Juggle, juggle. Hi.
That's all of them.
I keep forgetting shot lock.
Tara and Ven didn't have anything to say. But my shadow, she wanted to destroy me.
No. You wanted to destroy you, Aqua. Be honest about it. What's funny is I've literally just looked at 2 separate episodes in my Rumination stuff, today even, well, today and yesterday, about characters who carry a tremendous amount of survivor's guilt and how that changes how they are as a person. 2 to 3 sentence summary of the setting. No. I mean, okay. Keyblades are the power of the heart manifested physically. The power of the heart and the hearts and the ways that they function is the key, no pun intended, of how most of the setting revolves. And the idea, in this case, the heart is basically what most settings would usually refer to as the soul. And there are hearts to places, hearts to things, as well as there are hearts to people, the soul, if you will, of the world and the life around you. There's also a huge amount of interaction between light and darkness, and the way the two blend, and the fact that neither side is either good nor evil. They're just both different aspects of the same concepts. That would, Leander. And it would be horrible, too. I think that's the best summary of the main points I can get across. Oh yeah, and Sora's an idiot. I have a rather extensive lore run of the series II.8 that you can watch if you want something slightly more in-depth. Kind of, but not really. Take midichlorians out of the equation. Neo-Hora! Neo-Shadow! Take midichlorians out of the equation, along with a few other changes. There are some similarities, but yeah. There's a lot of fine shadings that are different. Also, memory is a very important, more or less tangible thing within this setting. Like, the ways in which memories interact with each other. Let me give you an example. This is the type of setting where if one person's memories are completely shattered of an individual, or I should say, I'm saying this wrong. If someone's memories are just completely shattered, general statement, other people's memories of that person might, we're still not 100% sure how this works, cease to be. So imagine for a moment if just everyone you knew suddenly forgot that you ever existed because your memories were tampered with. Honestly, Sora did finally have his wake-up moment. It was back in Dream Drop Distance. He it finally hit him. He finally couldn't grin like an idiot anymore. And he finally recognized just how bad things were and intelligently applied it. And of course, made things much, much worse in the process because by that point in time, his enemies knew him and knew how to tailor their strategy to his particular tactics. So, Sora made everything much worse in Dream Drop Distance, but for once it was because he was thinking rather than the opposite. How many of these are there? Damn. I have to, like, turn on the candles again or something, don't I? Ah, well, I'll just get some free experience while I'm here. Free experience! is awesome. But yes, there's memory, the intellect, and the heart. And the body, actually. These things are all what make up an individual within this setting. For example, a nobody is someone with everything except for a heart. Whereas a heartless is just the heart. I have no idea, Tigzar, at this point. I will say this, I think Marvel would fit Kingdom Hearts better than frickin' Star Wars would. By the way, I never, hardly ever used Shotlock back in Birth by Sleep either, so it's not, I'm not just ignoring it on purpose, it's not really in my mindset. Why does my back hurt so much today? This is weird. And yes, Lurker, that is absolutely correct. Both of them are, actually.
Never would have thought I'd become my own worst enemy.
Ah, there we go.
I've talked to myself a lot since falling into these shadows.
Well, yeah. No one else to talk to.
Phantom, it's as though all my doubts have gained a voice of their own. She's the weakness in my heart.
No, how I would put that.
I know I'm alone here. Have the uncountable hours in the shadows whittled away the courage I never really had. I'm losing this fight. The darkness has found the cracks in my heart. Is this the last apparition before it takes me over?
So here's an interesting question for you. Do you think anybody who has the right mindset could utilize the darkness without consequence like Riku does, and to an extent Ansem? Or do you think it takes a certain nature rather than nurture in order to be able to do that? Yeah, it is very ironic, Roximus, given the whole Force thing being so close to how light and dark are presented in these games, excuse me. New song.
Another world, I know.
I know, it's another remix, but still.
Terra. Ven. Are they phantoms? I don't care if they are. Or if I fall into the darkness. I miss them.
Oh god, it's Maleficent! Kind of, Tigzar, yeah.
Get out of my way!
This is a good remix right here. I like this. But yeah, so what I'm trying to say, to put it into... I can teleport around? Oh, cool. To put it into more blunt terms, do you think certain people can never wield the darkness safely? That you have to be born with the ability to do it correctly? To quote Sephiroth, I'm going to see my mother. Get out of my way. Although she's not going to see her mother. Although if Genova is Aqua's mother, that would explain a lot, actually, now that I think about it. Japanese media in general does that, Lord of Mordor. It's not exclusive to games. Ah! I didn't actually mean to do that! These thorns are gaining teeth. How interesting. I swore I saw something down here, but I guess not. Debatable, Catabow. There's no hard evidence that anybody is a Grey Jedi in this setting. But the two closest candidates are the character I'm playing right now and Sora. Riku very clearly has used the light, but he has basically finally, took him from Kingdom Hearts 1 to Dream Drop Distance, accepted the darkness within him, and now fully wields the darkness without penalty or difficulty. And certain individuals can't touch the light at all because it's basically anathema to them. Kairi would be a good example of that. God, I love Thundaja. Sorry, I keep using it just because it's cool looking. Well, I think I just answered your question, Mortimer. But the truth is, it is so debatable. You notice some people in chat gave different answers than me. That doesn't mean they're right or that I'm right. It just means that we have no definitive gray user in this setting yet. Someone who is just definitively using both sides equally at the same time. And I want to stress that point. Because there are several characters who have used the darkness and then switched over to the light, and there's some who have used the light and switched over to darkness. But as for people who have equally used both in balance, very debatable. Also, I just feel like pointing out the beautiful crystallization of the thorns here. Note it's even a different style of crystallization from the town. They went out of their way to make that look just awesome. Also, that looks like Phazon to me, and I love the look of Phazon, so, you know. I think Sora will become that. I hope, fingers crossed, that Sora will become a true gray in 3. That's true, Tigzar. That goes down to even the basic stuff, like white being a color that usually is associated with evil, for example. Yeah, I could see that shock corruption. This hurts, damn. Well, fine. Notice if you just run into it, it retreats too. That's actually kind of interesting. Yeah, we've already seen a hint of the gray Sora in final form. I don't think that's really gray Sora so much as it is Sora having accepted the power and skill Roxas already... Roxas, did I just say that? Roxas already had. Roxas, stop merging with Sora. Yeah, I was just about to use spells. I don't know if you caught that. And then I noticed my mana was empty, so I didn't even bother. God, I love that. Sorry. Oh god. Oh god. So for those of you who are aware of what that means, picture the Shah from Warcraft. Now picture the Shah in Kingdom Hearts. Now picture Kingdom Hearts ceasing to exist because the Shah are in Kingdom Hearts! Oh my god, that would be horrible. I don't know what to do. This looks do interact with E. That could be, Tigzar. I admittedly don't know a huge amount about Japanese culture. I know more about Japanese history than I do culture, so I'm not an expert on the subject. Which is funny given how many Japanese games I like and analyze on a regular basis. Oh, whatever. Nothing this way. I have mana this time! That would be sweet, Deutsch. That really would. Well, I'm just saying, Prog. Just picture it. But yeah, no, I've theorized before that Sora's the gray, Riku's the dark, and Kairi's the light. And that is more likely of what is to happen. Damn it. And I'm okay with that. I personally would as much as I agree with you, Deutsch, I would also kind of like Riku to stay dark, just because he's literally spent hang on, let's think about this. Kingdom Hearts 1, Chain of Memories, 358, not Birth by, excuse me, 2. And then I just lost a button. This is not... Really? Whatever. Where was I? Kingdom Hearts 1, Chain of Memories, 358, 2, and Dream Drop Distance. 5 games Riku's story arc has been coming to terms with the darkness within him. I'd kind of like it to stick, you know? I'd kind of like him to just stay dark and recognize that, as he has, that is not a bad thing, that that's just part of who he is. Honestly, I still kind of do, Mr. Notbot. Hello? Darkside.
You really think you can keep me away from my friends?
Unreal Engine Darkside. Historically, some of the weakest enemies in gameplay, and yet for some reason we're always supposed to presume that they're super powerful in story. Never quite gotten that. Of course, now I'm going to eat those words, as this guy's going to just obliterate me. He does have some new attacks, that's nice. Seeing attacks that aren't just summon basic shadows. Very easy to dodge attacks, you know. I should be a little more cautious here. I'd hate to die now. I haven't saved in a while. Do you mind telling me where it is, Roxana, so I can at least keep my eye out for it, basically? Yeah, I'm not playing on proud mode for a reason. I got other stuff to do, Danny. Although, as I think I've proven, I'm not actually terrible at these games. I just usually don't bother to try to be good at them on the stream because that takes time and involves failure. But I know you guys like to make fun of how terrible of a gamer is, so by all means. Really like this song. I need to get this game soundtrack. It's like 3 new / remixed songs that I really like. That reminds me, Deutsch. Do you want me to start calling you Dudes? Because, I mean, I understand what it's like to want to be called a different name. Oh, that's great. That's exactly what I wanted. There's more of these guys. You know what's funny is we still to this day don't actually know what dark sides are in lore. They're usually used to personify. I just had a theory. Would you like to hear my theory of what dark sides actually are? That's not true. You do care, you just might not have a preference. Hey, Takota. So, we know that the most basic larval form of Heartless are the Shadows, right? Basic little guys. We also know that those guys are people. Heartless of people. Right? And they're natural Heartless. They're not emblemed, they're Heartless. They're not crafted. These are Heartless that naturally grow either in the darkness of their own volition. There's some iffy information on that. But definitely come from people. I think dark sides are planetary Heartless. I think dark sides are the Heartless, the specific Heartless left off of the heart of the world once the rest of it goes off and does the many things that happens as a result of a world being consumed, like we've been seeing in this game, like we saw in Kingdom Hearts 1, and like has been alluded to throughout the rest of the Kingdom Hearts games. Now, what actually led me to think that is that in almost every time we see one of these dark sides, they are involved with consuming the heart of a world. For example, the first dark side, the second dark side we ever see in the history of the setting is one that is basically being involved in consuming the heart of Destiny Islands. And in almost every circumstance when they're consuming... Yeah, exactly, Arcasis. In almost every circumstance where we actually see a world's heart being consumed, a dark side is present. It is also possible that they're not literally the heart... That my idea is still true, only in half. That they're not literally the heartless of worlds. They are the heartless that go after worlds' hearts. Whereas shadows go after people, dark sides go after planets. If he's Kingdom Hearts, Takoida. Hi, Cled. Okay, so you're just gonna watch me. You're just gonna watch me. That's great. That's exactly what I wanted. Is for you to just watch me as I walk by you. That's not creepy at all. I wonder what that lightning effect actually does, if indeed anything. Hello. Okay, they're coming out of the walls, guys. Aliens reference. Okay, yeah, this is kind of messed up. Can I not do anything? There we go. I was gonna say, let me act, game. Couldn't cast, couldn't attack. Looks like all I can do is jump. Well, we survived our suicide attempts. That's good. I'm being exaggerative. I don't think it was literally suicide so much as I think it was subconscious wrestling with one's own desire to cease to be, as opposed to willful desire to cease to be. So suicide really is not actually an accurate term for what I think Aqua was going through there. Yeah, we're doing X, and back cover tomorrow. Hopefully. It's been postponed to an uncertain period of time. Yeah, desperation to end loneliness is an entirely valid thing. More of the crystals, by the way. Loving the crystalline look. Really, I am. Hi. You don't have to stare at me. Please don't stare at me. God almighty, stop staring at me. Bad serious events there. No, Lord of Mordor. At the moment, we are no longer inside her mind. We are currently in the realm of darkness. Is our physical location. Which is, you can probably tell just by the way... Oh, that looks so cool! By the way, it's been presented as a very metamorphic realm. Very metaphysical. Ah! Movements took me some very getting used to. I'm not going to lie about that. I actually mentioned that one of the first things. It was weird. Oh yeah, let's customize. I know you guys love the wardrobe. Get some arm plate action. Get some wings. Always gotta have wings. I'm a sucker for wings. Ooh. I like the coil. Oh! Yes! Yes, that right there. That's what we're doing. Yes. Ah! Oh! I know, Wesker, that would be so cool. I'm one of those people who kind of likes the idea of having an awesome battle that's incredibly difficult in lore and in gameplay. You know, the Golbez effect, as I've called it before. Or just Xemnas in Kingdom Hearts 1 if you prefer. Stop that! See if I can get a good shot of him dissolving. That was cool. Yeah, I've noticed the crystals have increased significantly as we go further in. Which, if you'll notice, is actually the opposite of the situation we were having on the Sleeping Beauty world. Which is funny, because Thorn's Sleeping Beauty world... I'm still not 100% sure where we are. This looks like a mazy area. I'm gonna have to pay attention around here. Yeah, exactly, Leander. Except make it actually fun this time and not boring and stupid. I'm sorry, the technical prowess of the Thousand Heartless fight was impressive, and they did basically nearly break the PS2 doing that fight, but it still kind of came out very, very, very boring, especially on replay plays. You know, I haven't even tried to use Frost against these guys. I'll try to do that in a second. There we go. Love the spell effects. Really, I do. Just saying. But yeah, there's a lot more crystalline effects here. I'm starting to get curious. So here's a question for you guys. How big of a role is Maleficent going to play in Kingdom Hearts 3, do you think? Keep in mind, her overall role throughout the games has varied. She went from arguably main villain to joke character to significant but not in terms of personal power, because she knew things that other characters didn't. Is she still relevant? Ironically, yes. Thanks to Chi and Recoded. Again, she knows things that most other characters aren't even aware of. Oh, come on. There we go. I suppose the real question is how relevant will those things be in Kingdom Hearts 3? I would be astonished if she's actually relevant. I'm sorry, if she's actually a main villain in 3. That's ridiculous. Frickin' Yen Sid. I'm sorry, I do actually think Yen Sid is more of a bad guy than he is not. Probably not deliberately. I don't think he's evil. I think he's ill-informed and causes a lot of damage as a result of his actions. Kind of like Sora, actually, if you think about it. Sora has done a lot of damage in ignorance, so no real guilt involved. It also wouldn't surprise me if Yen Sid is another Ericus. A zealot, in other words. The kind of person who doesn't really care about things like ethics or morality and instead is focusing on, you know, ends justifies the means. Which, in my opinion, does qualify as a variety of evil. I'm still exploring a bit, don't forgive me. Well, Ericus is much more the ignorant Jedi type, ironically. correctly. Ugh. That would be interesting. I'm a little surprised Maleficent hasn't had more significance to the dream concepts of this game, because she's that's literally part of her actual backstory, is her being in charge of sleep and dreams and fairy of dreams, all that fun stuff. She calls herself the Queen of all evil, but that was a title she assumed, not one that she actually had. But I digress. I haven't liked Yen Sid since 2, even though I acknowledge that it's only partially his fault. As I said in the lore run, a lot of why Sora was such a dick in Kingdom Hearts 2 could be directly traced back to Yen Sid and his misinformation. I agree, Cosmic. Looks absolutely gorgeous. If this is anything to go by, I am really looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3 on a purely visual level. Oh. Gotta just want to turn around there for a second. Whoops. Damn it! Damn it! Up! Up! There we go! I kinda wish they just called that Flare instead of Firaja, but, you know, whatever. Ugh. That's true, Shiryu. We'll see. I mean, really, we'll see how bad Yen Sid turns out to be. I mentioned my whole he's probably just misinformed / a zealot thing, because I can't actually picture Disney being okay with Yen Sid being an evil character. And remember, this is a Disney series, not a Square Enix series. But we'll see. It'd be nice if they actually allowed them to stretch that much. I mean, they allowed Rogue One to do things that Disney wouldn't normally allow them to do, so... Hope. That's kind of disturbing. That would be interesting, Leander, and actually kind of awesome. That's true, Dakota. There are other kinds of evil, after all, as I've said many times. That's true, Thanatos. Again, we'll see. We'll see. It's not like Disney is one entity, after all. Either way, Kingdom Hearts 3 is crap! 0 out of 10. There. Gotta get my negativity quotient in for the day. Gotta be more negative, guys. By the way, you might like this, Lurker. I was recently told that I'm doing the show Babylon 5 a disservice, and by basically being too negative about it. For those of you not aware of this fact, Babylon 5 is my favorite show of all time. Still. Yes, I am, Dakota. It's actually straight out of Birth by Sleep. Hey, Galtori. Like I said, all I can do is shrug at that one. Another sign, I think, that my viewer base has been expanding. Yeah, you are. Knew there'd be something over here. I'm sorry, Ryan VG, it's just so crap. I mean, I do plan to do that FF6 critical stream soon. In fact, I was kind of hoping to do it tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I don't know. It's just whatever. Oh God, Lurker. That's not long from me now, too. I forget how many episodes. The next one is God, I can't remember the name of the episode. The one after Avalon. Oh, shut up, Cosmic. I haven't played FF6 on the stream in quite a long time. Over a year, actually, at this point. So shush! Ship of Tears, that's the one. Things get real. Again. More real? Is that a thing at this point? Yes, call the presses, Ryan BG. Now start the presses. Now call them off again. No, I'm kidding. There we go. That's true, I did stream the phone version, but I didn't stream a full playthrough. And it's not a playthrough of FF6 if I don't stream the entire game. Or a Kefka race. You know, I'm not sure what the gameplay benefit is of setting them on lightning. Is that a phrase, on lightning? But it looks cool, and it's a good way to distinguish them in the combat, in the middle of a combat situation. Can't wait, Mr. Nutbot. Can't wait to sell out. Oh yeah. Yes, I do, Meat Fist. But in all seriousness, I haven't done I'm just going to say this in my own terms, a real FF6 stream in quite a while. And part of that is because some people were actually complaining about it. I have decided to never listen to people's complaints ever again. No, I'm kidding. Ah, this part. So I theorized extensively about this when we were going through the trailer on this. I'm actually really curious to find out what was actually happening here. Find out what was happening, shall we?
Okay, then.
Yes! One of the best themes in the whole series to study. Okay, so they're doing the thing, like I theorized about. Okay. I don't know what to make of this. Oh god. Okay. Is this adaptive darkness that's attacking me here? Love that song. Yoko Shimomura is amazing. Oh, jeez. It's still raining darkness! And they're all just watching. That is so creepy! I wish we were fighting all of them at once. That would be so cool. I don't even know if this is hitting him. I'll get the little ones. I'll get the little ones. Whoops, that was actually the wrong spell. Damn it. Whatever, whatever. Well, there are... Oh, that's a new attack. What in the hell's... That's... Oh my god, it's frickin' Sauron! Whoa! I'm sorry, I'm just gonna get hit by this because I want to look at this. That was terrifyingly awesome. Alright, back to killing stuff. Right. Did I even hit him? I don't think I hit him! I think he's invincible! Alright, one down. Oh. And I still don't know what we did. Well, I haven't saved in a while, so let's do that. But I know what you're all actually here for. Yes, that's right. Bunny ears. Wait, those are cat ears, sorry. Damn, I don't have diamond white. Oh, well. Okay, no, I refuse to have those there. We're getting rid of those. These also are kind of crap wings, so we're going to get rid of those too.
Yeah.
Peanut cream and peanut whip tend to be more popular outside of the States. Deuce.
Terra, Ven.
Aqua. You're...
Terra, you spoke?
Can you see me?
Of course. I see Ven too.
Yeah, well, Ven's still asleep.
He's here?
Oh, Lord.
Terra, what's wrong? Don't you see him?
Where are we?
A world the darkness has consumed. Its enchanted dominion.
Consumed? The worlds fell?
What's gotten into you? How do I know that you're Terra? And not the weakness that's in my heart, playing more tricks. Ven, please say something.
He's asleep.
Aqua, listen. I promise this is me, but I'm not myself.
What do you mean?
You're using the name Terra. That means you're seeing me the way that you remember me. But your heart is just painting the picture that it so wants to see. The real me is lost in shadow.
Then you're here, trapped in the realm of darkness.
No. My heart has ties to the dark. That must be why we can talk. But I can't see anything, Aqua. If you say Ven is there, then he's like me. An illusion created by your heart.
I understand. Then you and Ven are safe in the outside world?
I think.
That's good. But how did you find me?
I looked here and heard you in the darkness.
Right, but why does your heart have ties to the darkness now? What did you mean, lost in shadow?
Forget about me. Aqua, Xehanort is trying to locate Ven.
He'll never find him. I hid Ven well. I think the reason he's not talking to me here is because he's still there sleeping.
That's interesting.
I can't control.
This place. Is it the Chamber of Waking?
Yes.
Hello, Richard Epcar.
Who are you? Really?
You don't know? My name.
Aqua, get back!
Terra!
I messed up. Xehanort's part of me. Now he's using me. So you'll tell him where you hid Ven. Silence! I won't give in. Aqua, you have to...
Still you struggle!
Terra!
Aqua!
Now you can be one with the darkness!
Ven!
That is enough!
Terra.
Ooh. I've entered a block scene, guys. Avert your eyes. Sorry.
Now I can be one with darkness.
Aqua, are you okay?
Mickey, how did... Terra! Ven!
No time to talk.
Dwellers of darkness.
They're called Heartless.
So, first of all, I love this song. This is one of my favorite additions to Birth by Sleep they added in the final mix. Second of all, notice not only the clothing Mickey's wearing, but the blade he's wearing. I mean, I already know this, but this is happening during/prior to Kingdom Hearts 1. Which means whatever we just saw was also happening in that period of time when we know Xemnas was actually quite active in trying to seek out the Chamber of Waking. In fact, given the fact that we know for a fact that all of those secret little... Ooh. Oh, that's cool! Sorry. We know that all of those secret cutscenes that were added to Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix actually happened back during/before Kingdom Hearts 2. I think that was one of Xemnas' earlier attempts to try and locate Ventus. What I don't know is why he cares about finding Ventus. That's actually something I don't understand. I also think that probably is the closest thing to real proof I've seen that Xemnas is mentally unstable. That he's literally a wrong being. Two identities shattering across each other, basically. Two smushed together. Because I think that what we saw at the end there with Xehanort and Terra is him basically shattering those two personalities, and thus causing Xemnas to no longer be Xehanort, but to be Xemnas.
Gosh, I never thought I'd find you in the realm of darkness, that's for sure. So, what happened?
Have you seen Terra or Ven?
No, just you.
That could be Meat Fist. Another backup plan.
I'm sorry. The darkness in this place, it's getting to me.
He could also have thought of Ventus as another vessel that
Oh.
he'd already marked. Remember, Ventus did have a
But
recusant.
You'll be okay.
Right.
Say, we've been looking for you a long time. How come you're in this place?
Oh, so they actually have been looking for it for the last decade. That's good to
First
know.
tell me, how long's it been in the realm of light?
Actually, about 9 years, excuse me.
About 10 years.
God, that'd be a weird thought.
Interesting. After we last spoke,
Thank you, so
I took Ven somewhere safe. And then I went after Terra.
exactly,
But
Leander.
Terra was about to fall to darkness. So I had one choice. I stayed here in hopes of giving him a chance.
I didn't know.
How about you? What could have brought you here? Has something happened? In the realm of light?
Oh, yeah.
It's the Heartless. They've been attacking worlds and taking their hearts. And worlds with no hearts vanish into darkness. But if we can lock the door between the two realms, light and dark, from both sides, we can protect the other worlds. So you see, I came here to find the key on this side. Turns out, it's not so easy getting into the realm of darkness. The points you can cross have become unstable. It's only when a world gets consumed that an entrance appears in the realm between. So I waited for my chance to sneak in. But hey, when I got here, I felt a warm, familiar light. I followed it to find my way to you.
The charm. So they were helping. Terra and Ven brought you and I back together again.
Yeah.
But the worlds are still in danger. Terra, did he make it back to the realm of light?
We still haven't found him.
I see. Well, wherever he is, he's fighting. He'll beat his darkness. He wants me to fight too.
Sorry.
I think you're right. He'll be just fine.
Yes. But what about Ven? He won't wake up unless I'm there with him. I have to go. I have to find a way back to the realm of light.
Good. Then let's locate that key and go home together.
Because of copyright laws, Wesker.
Well, I was so busy finding a way in that I didn't give a lot of thought to where there'd be a way out. But together, we're sure to find one.
You haven't changed at all.
May our hearts be our guiding key.
There's a phrase no one's used in ages.
Keyblade wielders used to say those words to each other. And now, it's something I like to try and remember. So, ready?
Ready.
If this place doesn't look familiar, we actually saw an area very like this in Kingdom Hearts 1. What is Mickey's role? He's kind of like a combination of Obi-Wan and Yoda, to use a Star Wars comparison. I mean, he is a main character. It's actually kind of hard to come up with a real comparison to Star Wars. This looks really cool.
Enough! Yep, you're done! Farewell! Yeah!
I would say close, Lord of Mordor. Mickey is a very adept Keyblade wielder, and a mage. But most of the main characters do actually outpower him, either in terms of skill or raw strength. But yeah, as Dude says there, Mickey is quite strong. So again, this is a world, or I should say this is just darkness at this point. And the visual comparison here is a place that's just colorless rock and crystal. The idea here being that this is basically what's left of who knows how many worlds, if my theory is correct. I do have to keep adding that point. I also agree with what Thanatos just said. May our hearts be our guiding key. You know what? I don't think they should have done that. You shouldn't be well into a series, way into a series, and then all of a sudden try to introduce some brand new thing that's always been an iconic phrase. It just screams of either not plotting things out properly, literally speaking, or trying to add a new catchphrase right at the end, which is not a great idea. A catchphrase that probably would have worked a lot better that has been present in the series since the very first game is all for one and one for all. I know it doesn't have quite the same personal significance, but it is nevertheless something that would fit the definition a little bit better. I don't like these fire guys. Yeah, exactly, Nerozos. How's that for irony? I know now. Kingdom Hearts is light! Nope! Nope! He was never seeing Kingdom Hearts. How's that for funny? God, that is gorgeous. Anyways, yeah, my friends are my power might have also worked as well. That has been a very recurrent theme. Yeah, as of this particular moment in time, right here, where we're at timeline-wise, almost all of the worlds have been consumed by darkness. It is after the events that will be happening shortly that they are restored. Is there anything here? This feels like a secret area. And yet there's nothing to interact with. Well, whatever. Now I'm a little turned around. I guess that's true next time. I mean, hell, it's actually the name of the song in one of Sonic Colors, I think. Finally, we can relate. Blah, 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 blah. Not gonna sing the song cause copyright. Ooh, stunned. That's new. Okay, I don't like Hedgehog Heartless. Officially. Ah! Ah! Oh dear God. I do love how they brought back the teleport attack thing from Work by Sleep. It was always one of my favorite finishers of hers. Even though we have to use Mickey to do it, but that's okay, because Mickey's basically being a suture right now for us to the light. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, I totally missed that question, Zoan. I would say yes. But if I'm being 100% honest, I do think it would be lacking if it dumped all the Disney characters. I do think there is value in some of the Disney characters being here. Most notably, Maleficent, Mickey, and Goofy. I really do think those three characters add something to the story by their presence. But, as I've said many times, and this is just my opinion, I've been bashed for this one, I do think a lot of the Disney worlds are basically just padding. And I've thought that ever since Kingdom Hearts 1, and I think that as recently as Dream Drop Distance. Dream Drop Distance is immensely story relevant to the series, and yet it's basically the beginning is story relevant, and then the end is story relevant, and in between is a giant chunk of padding.
You're done.
Now, not all the Disney worlds are bad, of course, but, I mean, statistically speaking, you know, just my opinion, as ever. Yeah, all I gotta say is the frickin'... Well, I mean, Atlantica is probably actually my least favorite world in Kingdom Hearts 2. But if we're not counting that, because that's kind of ridiculous... Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. If we're not counting that, I would say that... Port Royal. I cannot stand Port Royal on repeat playthroughs of that game. By the way, if it's not obvious, I'm in control of most of this right now. Like, I can aim the teleport shots, and when I'm spinning around, that's me directing around. So, this is fun! This is actually some very fun gameplay. If this is indicative of Kingdom Hearts 3, I am very much looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3. Which is funny, given my obvious thoughts on grind, dudes. Oh, whoops. I'm still slow on that one. Hey, I'm Sonda. Hey, those crossbows took them years to polish. Now, I was thinking Kingdom Hearts Pi would be much more interesting. Oh! That looks like a mouth. It was actually a space worm all along! This is no cave! Sorry. This is a large area. Is this actually the scene from Kingdom Hearts 1? Are we there? I think we are, actually. 'Cause there's the beach. Worst game I've played on stream? E.T. I've played E.T. on stream. You can still see my video of it, actually.
This is where I met those children.
So many worlds have been lost, and now they're trapped here in the dark. Wait, you know this place, Aqua?
Yes. I visited once.
Oh, yes.
And I met two boys I considered passing the Keyblade on to. But because Terra had already given one of them the power, I didn't.
Aqua, what were the boys' names?
Well, it's been 10 years. I don't know.
Sora and Riku.
I see. We're getting warm.
Huh?
Well, it's Sora and Riku who've been helping me. We're trying to get that door shut for good.
The same boys?
Aqua, if this is where my friends first got the Keyblade, it also must be where we'll find its counterpart. The Keyblade of Darkness has got to be here on the dark side of their world. We'll have to hurry. Come on!
I haven't seen these cutscenes, no. I just know some details. Yes, no men. Yeah, that's a new song. Oh god. Okay. That's one or two shadows. Why are they suddenly called demons? That actually kind of bothers me. The usage of that kind of terminology hasn't been present in the whole series, and all of a sudden shadows are demons? What? I do like how they're getting around. These hurt. You know me, Berserker, go! This guy has a little bit much health, but we haven't even seen all his attacks yet. If this is a typical Kingdom Hearts boss, then he's going to change up his attack pretty soon. Oh, wrong button! Okay, I love that tunneling animation when he's going through the ground. That's actually really awesome. Yeah, that's why I'm confused. They're suddenly demons. It's just, huh? I mean, I see the giant orb of darkness that they're all being followed around, controlled by, morphed from, etc. I did not mean to do that, but that's okay. I'm just gonna stay in the air for a minute, because I don't know what's happening. Hello! See, Shadow Hurricane sounds a little more intimidating to me than Demon Tide. Just my opinion. Okay, I give up. Fine, I will stop trying to attack you in that mode. God damn. He's literally shooting shadows at me. Shadows have become bullets, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Lord of Flame. See you around, Lord of Mordor. Alright. I'm not even sure that did anything. This box is the answer. Oh, crap. Yeah. And now it's shooting meteors of shadows. I have to admit, I kind of like this conceit. See, this is awesome, actually. I am in a tornado of shadows. Come on. Ah! There we go. That's what I wanted. That's what the Thousand Heartless battle should have been like, right there. Ow. And Leander got there too.
Let's keep going.
That was fun.
I bet it's in here.
Wait, we're finally gonna see what's in this door?
There.
Wait, what?
Is that what you're after?
Yep, it's just the key I was looking for. A keyblade from the Dark Realm.
A keyblade of darkness.
Why was the Keyblade of Darkness
door
in
of
Destiny
darkness.
Island?
Tied by 2 keys. The Door of Darkness to seal the light. Well, we've got the keys. Now, we find the ones to close the door.
Sorry.
the door between the two realms, it won't let a heart with light pass through. So, only darkness keeps spilling out. We can lock the door by using the 2 keyblades. But we need help on both sides to get the door shut.
Well then, since you'll be doing the locking, let me be the one to close the door.
Sorry, but the job's taken by somebody else.
You have to stay in the darkness for another 2 or so years. Hey, Riku. I've actually theorized more than once before that there might be multiple Keyblades of Darkness. That this is just the Kingdom Key of Darkness. All I gotta say is that we've all theorized that Destiny Islands is very relevant to the plot. That's just more fuel to the flame right there.
Yep, the door to Kingdom Hearts. Well, it's not the Kingdom Hearts you know. Not exactly. But even though it's smaller, it's still the heart of many worlds. And even if it's not a complete Kingdom Hearts, we definitely can't leave it open like this. Or darkness will escape and destroy the remaining worlds. It's time. With this key and Sora's in the Realm of Light, we're gonna close this door.
Why do your
now,
clothes disintegrate?
All we need is Riku.
Sora. Riku.
There!
That was quick. Hey, Riku. Wait up, dude.
That's everybody. Come on, Aqua. Oh, oh no!
Back off!
I know those. I'm not sure, Craftlow.
Help me!
Really, I'm not. Okay, that's what kills his clothing? Is the hurricane of shadows? Really? Really? I never knew the darkness was such a dick to clothing.
The battle for the Realm of Light is not won. Thanks to Terra and Mickey, I know what's at stake. I'm not afraid. I will face the long darkness. The next time someone wanders into the Realm of Darkness, I'll be here. A light to cut through all the shadows. I will be their wayfinder. And
Again.
one day,
Oh, sorry.
I'll return to Terra and Ven. I am Master Aqua, and that's a promise.
I do like how she is the light that Sora saw, which ends up destroying Ansem. Which means more or less literally that Aqua destroyed Ansem, by the way. I also like the idea that she finally, I shouldn't say finally, that she re-embraces her status as Master. She did that in Birth by Sleep too, right at the very, very, very end. So yeah, here's the scene from Kingdom Hearts 1. As
No, Sora,
I actually
let's close
predicted
this door for good.
when I first saw this. And I'm probably going to have to mute. Dramatic pause. But of course, Aqua doesn't get to come back to the Realm of Light because she's not actually a denizen of Destiny Islands.
It's beautiful.
I wouldn't call that beautiful.
The stars are out. Terra. Then... just me again. They did it. The worlds are being restored.
I'll say one thing I like about this. It does kind of retroactively help emphasize that we really did do a very good thing in Kingdom Hearts 1, even
May
though...
our hearts be our guiding key.
Don't. Even though in the scope of things,
You'll
Kingdom Hearts
know
1 was just the beginning.
Where I am.
We did literally save the entire realm of light in Kingdom Hearts 1, and it's easy to forget that, considering what's happened afterwards. That goes back to what I was talking about when we were going through the lore run of how Kingdom Hearts 1 felt more like an adventure, whereas Kingdom Hearts 2 had a much more serious and somber tone. Because the adventure was just about beating the big bad guy. Now we gotta actually fix crap. So let's see. Yeah, it looks like that's all of them. There's the crown, there's the heart symbol, there's the nobody symbol, and there was the heartless symbol, and there was the Dream Eater symbol in the confetti just there. I've been playing for 3 hours, but yeah, that is it. Aside from the stuff we'll be doing tomorrow. What time is it? We might just start our exploration early today. I want to do something anyways, exploration-wise. Hi, Kay. Welcome to the end of everything. You know, that's actually a good point. If you sit back and look at the plot, just the overall plot of Kingdom Hearts 1, it is actually very basic, which is also very Disney. Bad guy, rival, girl, defeat, redeem, save. Really simple when you boil it down. I'm not complaining about that, by the way. I've actually already explained why I personally think, my opinion, that they went with that kind of a story with Kingdom Hearts 1, because it was such an untested concept. Kingdom Hearts in general was, I mean. It's not often that what is effectively fan fiction becomes a very popular franchise. And then music! This is just... Where's my phone? Oh, my phone's over there. It took me a while to get used to the controls, but I did get used to them by the end there, so I think that was good. I did like the... Hey, someone go kill McAngrimstein really quick. I do like the gameplay of this game a lot. It may actually have surpassed Birth by Sleep in terms of my favorite Kingdom Hearts game, just in terms of playing it. And even just for the little bit I played, that was fun. I might not do Proud Mode, though, on this one. It feels like it would just be a little bit too basic as far as difficulty. Thanks, Kay. I have nothing to say here. I've kind of already given my thoughts as we've gone through. I would like to say that I frickin' called it, by the way. I said months and months ago that this was going to lead up to the end of Kingdom Hearts 1. I kind of can't, Nero says. This silence avenge Slanesh. Excellent! That was my goal all along. And thank you, so on. I roll to disbelieve, Roximus. I disbelieve you. You have lied to me, sir. I will have to say, I feel like they were like, okay, we gotta figure out why Mickey is in his stupid outfit here. Quick, let's just make up something really quick. The darkness destroys his clothes. There we go. Perfect, we're done. Like, I really feel like that was what was going on in the writing room for that. It's like, we need to have something to tie this up. We need to write our way out of this. God, this song is so long. I don't even like this song, as I've mentioned earlier. And not just because it's caused me so many issues with my show. I don't like this song in general. I never have. Oh, I know, Leander. Poor Terra. Decreased MP, no second chance, enhanced enemy AI. Enhanced enemy AI I'll give. Okay, I think it's finally friggin' stopped. Finally. Now I'll shut up. And now the game is darkness. Oh, okay. Oh, hey, it's Ansem. Maybe. So apparently that scene happened after 1, which makes sense.
Your dedication will be rewarded.
I thought I heard her voice in the distance.
She sacrificed herself to save me? Why did you keep it from me for so long?
Good question.
I had to respect her choice.
What about us? You could have given us a choice. We could have gone and helped her.
I know.
Do not be rash, Riku. As Mickey told you clearly in his story, reaching the realm of darkness the first time was not a simple task. And even if we had found a way back in, regrettably, none of us possess the necessary means to get Aqua back out.
Actually, Riku did.
So I forbade Mickey from telling you, let alone going after her.
Oh
Why keep it secret?
That much is obvious. If not you, then certainly Sora would have staged a reckless attempt at rescue.
But now we can help Aqua. You and I. We're gonna go find her.
Yeah, count me in.
Yup.
Who's this new Riku and where's the old one?
New me?
Yeah. You're more like Sora.
Should I be flattered? I tried too hard to be the role model. It's more fun to just listen to my heart. Which is Sora-esque.
Well, we still like you.
So, new voice actress?
Master, I came here because I wanted to help somehow. What can I do?
I have entrusted the wizard Merlin to oversee the training for our new Keyblade wielders, yourself and Lee.
Lee?
He means Axel.
What?
He's a regular person now. He even saved Sora for us. You can trust him. Come on, Riku. It's time for us to go. First, we gotta find an entrance to the realm of darkness.
Mickey, take these along with you. The 3 good fairies ask that you be presented with them. They are new vestments, which will shield the both of you from the darkness.
Thank you, Master.
And you just had access to those?
Okay, let's go.
Also, I admit, if you're going to pick anyone to voice her, I mean, the one who voices Naminé or the one who voices Shion would be the obvious choices there.
Okay, start talking.
You were gone a long time. What were you doing?
Secret. I'm back! Huh? What? Just us?
The others all had important work to do, so I sent them on their way.
That's great. They could have said goodbye.
It's not fair you missed them.
It is not. I just like to say goodbye to all my friends.
Then do it faster.
I'm here now, right?
We have matters to discuss.
Hmm?
What?
In order to defeat Xehanort, there are allies we must gather, acting now to rouse them from their slumber. We have discussed this before, Sora. Your Mark of Mastery exam was conducted in the hopes you would acquire the power to wake them. However, the darkness nearly took control of you, and your grasp of your new abilities leaves much to be desired.
You were one to talk.
Furthermore, Xehanort nearly made you his vessel, and in the process stripped you of most of the power you had gained by then. I suspect you have already noticed this, correct?
Sora! Whatever. Happens all the time.
Yes. Chip and Dale are currently analyzing data that Ansem the Wise provided to Riku, and which could offer us a clue to retrieving our friend's lost hearts. I have very high hopes for this data. However, our greatest chance of stopping Xehanort's plan still lies with you, Sora. If you trust the guidance your heart gives, I know we will find all of the Guardians of Light. But first, you must regain all the strength you have lost. Perhaps it is foolish to expect a complete recovery, but it is absolutely vital you perfect one power. The power of waking, which you failed to master during your exam. There's someone who lost his strength and found it again. A true hero to whom you ought to pay a visit. Perhaps he can point you in the right direction.
Got it.
Master Yoda.
You can count on us to take care of Sora.
I would have it no other way. I put Sora in your hands.
Donald! Goofy!
You can't become a master without us.
Huh?
I never would have thought you'd fail that exam, Sora.
Hey!
Face it, you're just a hot pint.
But the three of us together make a whole pint.
Pint and a half.
And don't forget, we'll keep an eye on you.
Oh, this is gonna be lots of fun.
It's not a vacation. Let's go! Count on us!
That would have been a good moment to do the theme's motif of All for One and One for All, by the way. Is that everything? Can I start talking? Nope! First, we gotta get in the gummy ship and go to Hercules.
How are we supposed to get there now?
What? I thought you knew.
Looks like all the old highways are closed.
Why?
Didn't Master Yen Sid say that Sora should trust the guidance his heart gives?
Come on, Sora. Which way? Hey, would you get serious?
Give me a break. I'm trying. These things take time.
Well, since we've already been before, why don't you try picturing our friends like we're there?
God, they went overboard with the crown symbol on this ship, didn't they? Good lord.
Wow.
Sorry, I got nothing. What did you expect?
May your heart be your guiding key.
Ah!
Huh?
No!
What's that?
Master Yen Sid always said that, right before we went off on any of our real important adventures.
Really? Ring a bell?
Maybe I just imagined it.
No, it's okay, Goofy. You're the one with a brain. You probably
May
actually
my
remember
heart
that.
Be my guiding key. I've got it.
I'm sorry, I was literally expecting him to start smashing the console. That would have been awesome. I would have actually given that a thumbs up if he was just like, work!
Olympus Coliseum.
Work!
Here we come.
But yeah, no, that's definitely a gauche moment. Yeah, they're gonna say that all over the time, over the place in Kingdom Hearts 3. May your heart be your golden key. Gameplay resumed because you've exited a blocked scene. That's good to know. Okay, now I gotta remember everything. I had like 12 thoughts during that cutscene. I gotta remember all of them now. I like how Donald and Goofy look. I'm just gonna start with that. I do think they look pretty good in the Unreal 4 engine. Fyraga? Really? Oh, that's probably because of all the thorns. Yeah, let's get a save in. Critical mode has been unlocked. Woo! Yeah, that's great. That's great. That's wonderful. I only got half the treasure chest and 30% of the objectives. Yes, Lurker, absolutely. My God. May your hearts be your guide. Okay, so let's think critically. We're capable of that, right? Let's think about how many methods they had to enter and leave the Realm of Darkness throughout the course of the series thus far. Riku gained that ability, thanks in part to his interactions with Ansem the Wise. Ansem the Wise had that ability. At several points in time, they were allies with Naminé, and briefly with Xion, and as a result had the power to do that then. Nope. They also quite literally had the ability to do that now. Because they, as I just mentioned, one of the biggest problems with going to the Realm of Darkness is surviving the trip. Not getting there and coming back, enduring being there. Well, funny fact, rather than try to be like, oh my god, we've got all this horrible things that we can't do, they literally just hand-wave that away by giving them suitcases with clothes that will defend them from the Realm of Dark. So that's gone. As pointed out, the Door to Light at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2. Another way to go in there. How many ways have I listed thus far throughout the series? But no, Yensid says, no, we must not even bother. We must never reach out to Aqua until it is time. Here's my... Okay, so obviously I'm a little biased because I like Aqua and I don't like Yensid. But let me pull my bias out of this for just a second. And let me go ahead and say that I think Yensid, in character, is the type of character... I kind of actually mentioned this before. He's the kind of character who doesn't have a real sense of morality or ethics. He is an amoral individual. He is concerned with what he considers to be the proper path, what is good in his opinion, and that's it. All the means necessary to justify that ends as acceptable. So I think in his mind, he considered Aqua unnecessary. It wasn't worth justifying time and effort and resources on trying to salvage her, even though I firmly believe that it was possible to do so at multiple times in the series thus far, because she wasn't worth a damn to him. As Thanatos points out, he was too invested in Sora and Riku, who were the linchpin of many of the plans I just mentioned. So, yeah. Hi, Jujus, by the way. Exactly, Roximus. Yeah, you see where I'm getting this from. Again, this is my legitimate feeling, not my biased feeling. My biased feeling is that he's an evil bastard. But my legitimate feeling is that he is someone who is very lawful neutral, very conk, and is... Nope. It's probably also why he has never put any effort into recovering Terra or Ventus. Keep in mind, they also had a way to get to both of those, and actually knew where Terra was at several points in time. Now, that being said, the question of where Terra... No, can't let that intro play. The question of where Terra is now, as of Kingdom Hearts 3 starting, is actually still up in the air. I do hope they solve that and finally give that piece of information out. And I have a very strong feeling that Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to begin with kind of double gameplay. We're going to be playing as Riku and Mickey, either at the same time or going back and forth over there in the Realm of Darkness, trying to find Aqua and hopefully the other two, whereas Sora is going to be playing over here in the more Disney Realm of Light area, finding the Guardians of Light, whatever those end up happening to be. Yeah. I actually got that impression too, Dakota, but then again, that's also been a theory of mine for a while. What else did I want to mention during that cutscene? Other than the fact that I want to punch Yensid in the frickin' face. Well, see, the thing is, they could... I'm sorry, I should be more clear about this. They could find Castle Oblivion without even trying. It's right frickin' there. Everyone knows where it is. The question is if they could find Ventus in there, and... that depends on exactly how the defenses around Ventus exist. Because it's not that hard to presume that someone who is there to do Ventus harm cannot find him, but someone who is an ally of Ventus can, especially in a setting like this one. So, for example, if someone like Riku ends up going there looking for Ventus to help him, this is my presumption, that the defenses that were woven around the room and Ventus himself would allow Riku access. He would be able to find him. Whereas the entirety of the organization, including Axel, who spent like a solid month searching that place up and down, couldn't because he was doing so as an enemy. Guardians! Except they're light guardians this time, instead of shadow, dark guardians. I had other thoughts during that cutscene. Got to replay it in my head. I wish I should just started pausing or taking notes or something. I can't remember anything. Sorry. Anyone else have any thoughts as we go through this? I'm kind of chop this off here because we're going to do backstory tomorrow. And we're not doing Dream Drop Distance because I don't feel like playing that again. Play it again in theater. I guess I could do that. Oh, right, the level 1 thing. Level 1 thing. I knew I had something else to talk about there I really wanted to get into. So, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I do like it, at least, when a game bothers to have a reason for a power reset. I actually mentioned that when we went to Metroid, when we were talking about Metroid. But, yeah, it's great. But part of... I mean, you notice I literally physically facepalmed when I heard that because I understood immediately, as I'm sure all of you did, that, oh, great, we're level 1 again. That's great. Here's the thing. I know this is going to sound weird, but I've come to the point now in my life where I don't think the level 1 reset is actually necessary. In fact, I think it's an artifact of older game design at this point in time. You can still have progression and start at level 50. In fact, to be 100% blunt, this game actually proves that kind of idea. And not 100%, but there are games that have done that kind of concept before. You can do that. You can have there still be progression. There is more than just your level. Level is vertical. Level is vertical. There's so many other things like abilities and gear and talent points and alternate leveling paths and all the other things that people have invented over the years, which is horizontal power level. It's possible to have us be level 99 and still increase in horizontal power and still have a progression without actually leveling up in a game. I can prove that because every MMO ever has done that. When you hit max level, your power level doesn't just stop. That's when you start doing things that makes you start doing this stuff. And your power level continues to increase. It's a viable format. So, it actually, at this point, I'm actually a little bit upset that we're having another power reset on Sora. Now, no, this is not the first power reset we've had on Sora. In fact, this isn't even the second power reset we've had on Sora. This is the third now. Was it really Roxymus? That's great. That's awesome. Yeah, not having levels at all is also a possibility, but you get my point. There are options rather than just BAM! Smashing the reset button. Because we smash the reset button when we get to Chain of Memories. Oh no, all our magic doesn't work because of the nature of Castle Oblivion. We smashed the reset button when we got to Kingdom Hearts 2. Oh, we've been asleep for a year. This is pulling it technically, but we also had a smash on the reset button when we were playing Digital Sora. I know it wasn't literally a reset, but from our perspective, that is actually what that felt like. Our power being reset because we were playing the same character and now we're level 1 again. Oh, and you're right very much. Dream Drop Distance. Bam! Reset. We're in the dream realm. Things don't work the same. Power reset. And now Xehanort has ripped his power out of him. Apparently, I never caught that back in Dream Drop Distance. And now he's... again. So, 4 or 5 power resets, depending on how you define it. I mean, come on. So, yeah, as I've said, I think that was a major negative, and that actually made me facepalm. Especially since the excuse is basically... You remember that cutscene where nothing happened to indicate a power drain? Yeah, you were power drained there, just so you know. What? Whatever. Moving on. I would like it, and I talked about this during today's run, I would genuinely like it if Sora, in lore, and in gameplay terms, in how powerful we feel as we're playing the game, by the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, is a frickin' death machine. If he is damn strong and damn skilled by the end of it. Because, honestly, that's been Sora's journey from the beginning. Sora has always been, well, an amateur. He has always been one of the least skilled individuals in the setting. He gets by because of his unique ability, the connection thing, his glue status, as well as the fact that he has so much raw power behind him that he's basically just plunging way through it. I talked about this constantly during the Kingdom Hearts lore run. It would be nice to see a skilled Sora with all of that power and more backing him in Kingdom Hearts 3. Let us play an unstoppable badass. Let us play someone who is just whoosh. And I know they can pull that off, at least in gameplay, because that's how it felt to play as Aqua just now. Granted, I was on the easiest difficulty, but I felt like anytime I made a mistake, it was on me. And that's good. I never felt, with a couple of exceptions, I never really felt like the game was punishing me because I didn't understand something. I felt like I had lots of tools at my disposal, and I felt like I could use them to, in combinations with each other, to roll over enemies, and I liked that. That would be awesome, Kay, actually. I kind of like that. Oh, yes, sorry, guys. My heart is my guiding... Okay. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that level reset thing. I really disagree with that so hard. I love the new Unreal Engine. It took a long time to get used to controlling this game. I probably didn't even show. I'm actually glad I played this on beginner first, just if for absolutely no other reason, because of the it took some getting used to. But once I got into that groove, I felt it was actually quite smooth. I admittedly kind of started using attacks as movement. I don't know if you noticed that. If I needed to go that way, I would attack because it would be quicker than actually moving in that direction. Now, okay, let's actually talk about the guiding key thing. I mentioned this before. I actually kind of like the term, too. It makes a ton of sense. It actually is a perfect term for a game like Kingdom Hearts, where Keyblades are literally hearts guiding key. I mean, it's logical. It fits one-to-one almost. What I don't like about it is it came out of frickin' nowhere. Okay, so hang on. We got 1, Chain of Memories, 358, 2, Birth by Sleep, Coded, Dream Drop Distance, and technically, She and Unchained. This is the 10th game now in the series. Why is this being added in now? I mean, that is probably my biggest complaint about it right here. It should have been back, like, here. Maybe here. I mean, goddammit. I stand by my... Well, okay. May your hearts be your guiding key is actually probably a good phrase to summarize Kingdom Hearts, the series. I hope they work in... I honestly do. I mentioned earlier, All for One and One for All. I know that's more associated with the Three Musketeers than anything else, but that so accurately summarizes the dynamic between Sora and everyone else. If everyone else wants to use that phrase, may our hearts be our guiding key, I'm okay with that. I honestly think Sora should use the term all for one and one for all, because that is Sora. That phrase describes Sora so much and so well, and accurately depicts his presentation in lore and in gameplay. So I hope they work that into 3 as well, because damn it, that would be real bookending, real symmetry in writing, as opposed to... that's it, actually, for today. Like I said, I'm going to take a brief break, eat some food. Then I'm going to start up a brief exploration. This is mostly for my own sake. I probably will have a second exploration today, and then tomorrow, hopefully, we will go ahead and do back cover, as well as the Chi/Unchained summarization thing. So I'll catch you in a bit.